To recap, bring everyone up to speed for a little inspiration. Should be quite easy.
I was gonna say it can generally be summed up with the sentence, "We went shopping."
We went shopping and got some shit.
Doug got a
Black
fancy new
Friday, yo.
shield.
Our Black Friday episode.
I wish it would have been called that now.
That's pretty good. Yeah, shopping indeed. I there was as far as any additional details, I know that Cal received a visit from a dear friend of
Oh yeah,
his.
yeah.
There was some discussion between Rainier and Merv, as Rainier's weapon was receiving um, a holy blessing of the bog. I think that was mostly it. Oh, we found out that Ragnarok grew gills and can climb stuff. Very fancy, very fancy.
And we upgraded some shit. We have added to our toolkit.
Yeah, additional tools, fancy tools. Yeah, hell
I
yeah.
like Doug's. I want to see Doug's new shield. I don't know why I picture just like a ravenous mouth on one side that just chomps things.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna give Ted inspiration for the very
wow.
for the very succinct summary of events.
That is exceptionally generous.
Hey, these are the rules we live by. It's half the session was shopping. That's okay. Cool. Just to so everybody is aware, it is the 8th of Tarksal. It is currently like almost 3 in the afternoon. You guys spent, a lot of time going about the city doing some shopping. And I believe there are plans to look into the events that are happening in the village of Krua, which is several days' journey outside of Bastion, far outside the normal boundaries that Bastion would generally control. They have asked for assistance with a strange occurrence with some people made of stone. That mission or job given to you by Baracus at the Arcadium, who promised you, I believe it was 1,000 for the job, and then 500 when complete. I believe that is correct. To start the session, can I get everyone to roll wisdom saving throws? This is against a charm condition if you have special features. And Doug, I will roll yours.
Weird question.
Mhm.
I remember buying the ring, but I don't remember using one of the charges.
You did not.
Oh, can I set it back to 3? Because it says
You-
it's 2 out of 3.
You sure can. That's most likely me testing something.
Oh, okay.
I
Mm.
used a point of inspiration for mine.
Okay, yeah, you're welcome to use inspiration and whatnot on this as well.
Yeah, I think I will do the same.
You know what? Rather than getting that inspiration, why not?
Well, that seems like fate telling me.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, almost any time that I roll shit and then roll worse or the same on an inspiration, like, okay, I get it. I understand,
Right.
universe. Loud and clear.
Wisdom
Doug,
class bitches, and I still got a 10. All right.
Doug Ragnarok rolled a 3 on the wisdom save. Do you have any inspiration available to re-roll if you so choose?
I'm sure I do, but I'll let it ride.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, and I'll ask Cody for his when he arrives here. Okay, so Ember, that's 10.
12, actually. My
12?
first roll was better.
Okay, Cal,
Oh, it's a 4. It's
4.
yeah, fantastic.
Okay, excellent. Krios,
a 16.
16. We're waiting on Rainier.
Total to 21.
21. Amazing. And then Cal, I'm assuming you are bringing your pseudo dragon
Oh yeah, I completely
everywhere.
forgot to.
They are also susceptible to this. Although to be clear, nothing is actually happening right now.
Right.
Don't worry about this.
Yeah, my buddy got a nat 20.
Did he?
What the
Yep.
fuck?
Hell yeah. All right, so we'll get Mervin Chorb when Cody pops in. Hey, Cody, are you here?
Yeah, I think you just joined in.
I am here. Yes,
Hell yeah, man. Are you logged in the game or just getting squared?
I'm logging in now.
Cool. Whenever you log in, give me a wisdom saving throw against charm for Merv and Chorby.
Okay. What's going
And-
on?
Well, just
We
for
have no idea.
Right, just for background, don't worry about it.
Yeah, the background, the context is do not worry about this.
Okay.
We literally have not started yet. So.
Cool.
Something started.
Something has started. Cool. It's
But it wasn't us.
Yes, accurate.
It's 3 in the afternoon, 8th of Tarksaw. What are you guys getting into?
I believe we were planning on headed south as soon as we could, first thing in the morning. Don't really have a reason to dawdle.
Yes, well, that's certainly a time and direction in action.
Wait, didn't you want to go find whatever that goblin was?
Henri?
Yeah, that guy. No. Maybe? I don't know.
Bergren's
Yeah, Bergren's.
higher. Yeah,
Henri.
Henri.
Well, yes, I mean, I do need to find him at some point, but
Why am I hurt?
Tom was out here taking body shots while we were asleep.
I mean, we're gonna go check out the mud people or what?
That was the plan, but I mean, if Cal needs what's his Henri's help, then can't really do that. Well, I guess we
Nah.
could do it afterwards. Up to you.
No, it
Like,
can
how
wait.
bad you need this? Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
then
it's far
let's
from
go.
critical.
Rock people, it is.
All right. I'm gonna pick up one more quiver of bolts before we head out, but
Yeah. Hell yeah.
figure that won't be an issue.
Yeah, get a little bolt case. Hell yeah.
I cannot send a potion to Krios.
What does it just not do anything, or
I just don't have him in my list, weirdly. I have Leyless and Dominic,
Yeah, boy, he ain't never leaving.
but
He's
not the
never
new
leaving.
characters.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know the answer.
Give him a Big
to that.
Bab's Bold Britches brew
Yeah.
to Krios.
Layla said, and I quote, "Y'all may not see me, but I'm still here."
But I'm still here, sir. Yeah, I just checked like the player permissions and shit, and it doesn't look weird. It doesn't look weird. I don't know if I have to like delete his character sheet from the
It is
game.
quite
It's okay.
possible because that man's like just there.
Yeah,
I remember I
which
was rolling one time and he just was like,
it's
"My
fine.
turn."
You just put the thing in his inventory for me.
yeah.
I'm giving him one of those.
What what are you giving him?
The Big Bab's Bold Britches brew.
Big Babs.
The
Bottled bless.
The bottled bless.
Mm-hmm. Where is
The light blue one. What's a square?
the light blue one? What's the square? Merv's Magic Brews. Big Babs Bold Bitches Brew.
Bold britches, not bitches.
I've heard it
I'm sure
before.
Bab got bitches.
Bab did pull bitches. She was well known for it. She
I
had
do love-
major pull game.
I do love that, like Sean, like Merv's inventory is his outside game inventory is like the equivalent of Merv's mind. Sean's looking through it like, where do I go for this?
He has a special folder that's all his elixirs.
Yeah, Merv's Magic Brews.
For when in need.
I get 2 a day now. That's fucking clutch.
Okay. How do you guys want to proceed?
Is it going to be on the old road, or do we have to go off road?
Let's take a look. I'm just gonna bring you all to the world map. Initially I had thought that this might be closer to Bashan, but I want it to be farther away due to like the actual lore of the city. So I'm gonna have it's like here-ish, right? The reason for that, and this is something that Baracus would have explained to you. So it's a several days journey. You could take the old road, but you're going to split into the wild at some point. Krua is a small settlement. They purposefully settled deeper into the wild, away from Bashan's influence. But they are close enough to ask for help. So you're looking at like a, let's see, almost 4-day journey.
Oh,
Again. Hold on, I'll go play Brother Bear.
I say we take the road as far as we can, and then head off after that. Even if it means it takes us a little bit longer, it'll be a safer trip. And I know that that's not what we did for Karakara, but that was like days difference versus maybe a day.
Right.
Well, if we're going to be on the road that long, I better buy some supplies.
Do you not have enough?
I don't have anything to eat. We've been in the city. Haven't been carrying rations with me.
Hang on. You check my bag.
I got enough for 2 weeks. So if this is only 4 days, then I can cover people.
I've got I've got a lot of rations. Yeah, Merv will pull out 5 rations out of his bag and just hand them to you.
Yeah, wonderful. I guess I don't need to go supply shopping. Off we go! Oh, wait, what do you eat, friend? Will you eat these? I hold up the rations to my pseudo-dragon.
Yeah, they take a few bites of it. You kind of get the idea in your head that it's not, they don't love it, that they prefer something like fresh, but they will eat it.
Oh, yeah, yes, no, I understand completely. I don't love it either. I don't think, does anyone here love it? See, there you are. Just that it's easy to carry. We'll get you some better food as soon as we can. I promise.
You see in your mind an impossible vision of like Flintstone style huge meat like pieces, right? Roasting. Um, like a dream of what could be.
Kalawunak starts to drool.
um, cool. You gather yourselves and begin the journey on the old road south, heading towards the little settlement of Krua. As you are exiting out of town, you see that there's a group of people kind of gathered around someone who's just like stepped up on top of a crate. They seem to be like addressing the crowd. They look to be um, like a commoner. Um, their dress, though, you, Ember, you recognize that their dress is that of Maras, their fashion sense. Um, they do have one of the ruby markings inlaid on their face. And they're addressing the crowd about the grievances of um, the handling of the Karakaran refugees. And you see there's shouts in the crowd of agreement, disagreement. Um, they're saying things like, um, this is exactly what Bastion always does. They see an opportunity to take control of a situation, and at the end of it, you wonder how they have more territory, more money, more power. This is how it starts. You think they're going up to Karakara to help them? They're going up to Karakara to take it over. Without Karakara to balance the power of the 3 cities, it's just Maras and Bastion. Let me tell you, Maras would never treat people in need like this. They wouldn't round them up like cattle. There's cheers and jeers from the crowd. This person just seems to be very impassioned in their speech about the differences of how Maras would handle this situation. You pass by, exiting out of the southern gates, and the old road is in front of you. The first 3 days travel on the old road just going south. Is there anything anybody wishes to accomplish during that time? Okay. We have the 9th. We'll travel the day. Then 10th. On the morning of the 10th, so about 2 days in, everyone's asleep at camp. A little clearing in the trees was found. Tents are set up for those that have tents. Everyone else sleeping under the stars as it is. Everyone's sleep is restful in this moment. Except for Cal. Cal, you are having a nightmare, it seems. You are in a cavern. It's dark. You try to bring light, but it's like light doesn't even want to be in this place. It's hard to make out what's around you. You can barely see the edges of the cave you're walking through. You look behind you for your allies. There's no one there. Even your new scaly friend is not there. The cave opens into a larger cavern. You know this, you can feel this, you feel the echoing of the space around you. The walls you were tracing your hand against give way to the nothingness of the expanse. You're taking careful steps forward, the light barely emanating more than a few feet in front of you. There's a tumble of rocks to the left. You spin quickly, take a few steps backwards, and you feel you bump into something hard, ungiving. You quickly turn, and there's a tall stone statue you swore wasn't there before. It's a carving of a man in robes with a skull for a face. In his hands, he's holding a book, a tablet. The letters swirl in an unknown language, and your mind begins to piece the meaning of what it is. It's the first reading. To the left of you, to the right of you, you see two additional statues. The man in robes, skull for face, each holding another piece of the reading. The eyes in the statue begin to glow with a sickly green essence, as all at once the faces twist and turn and look down at you. A single word echoes through this expansive chamber, dripping with malice. Betrayer. The tablets begin to crack and break and crumble. As their pieces hit the ground, you see in your mind the first explosion of the first device you found, then the second detonation, and then the third and final device. The pieces powering the reading of Gauls. You feel a tickle in your throat. a scratching, a pulling. You wake up. It is about 7 a.m. There's a covering of dew across the ground and across you. It's cool, and you're slightly wet from sweat or the morning dew. You turn over on your side and begin coughing uncontrollably, waking everyone at camp. It is a deep, heavy cough, pulling everything from your throat into it. You feel the welling in your neck, the same when you unleash your dragon's breath. You feel that same sensation, but uncontrollable. As everyone kind of rolls over and looks at Cal, who's now standing doubled over, one hand on a knee, coughing uncontrollably. You see his eyes begin to burn with that same green energy when he uses the voice. There's a cloud of green gas that begins to pour out from his mouth. And then a blackened fluid begins to come after. At first, it's like the drippings of drool when you need to vomit, and then more and more. And impossible as it seems, you see a gaunt, thin, stretching hand pierce out from Cal's mouth. Another one reaching out, pushing on the sides of his face to pull its body and head out of him. A shadow of some kind. Wailing and screaming as it pulls itself out of Cal's coughing mouth.
Are we allowed to act?
In this moment, as it's pulled itself out, you sure can.
Okay, I'd like to stand and try to eradicate this thing as quickly as possible.
Okay, what is it you would like to do?
um. First I'll activate my right, and then I'll load my crossbow and fire at it immediately.
Okay. Activate your right. Roll your necrotic damage. All right. Light blazing. A bolt shoots through the sky, alighting the campsite. This shadowy entity that has just emerged from Cal looks to you like it's recognizes what you are doing, swirls in the air, flying to try to get to a place deeper in the woods, some place of shadow and safety, as your bolt pierces through it and bursts it and scatters its essence, and it is destroyed.
Nice.
After a moment trying to see if there's anything of it that remains.
Yeah,
yeah.
you see it dissipate into nothingness.
I'll take a knee by Cal, put a hand on his back, and like wait for him to say something to make sure he's still like he can.
All right, time to wake up. I'll just start slapping my face. Let's go. Enough of this. Wakey, wakey.
What the hell was that?
Oh, my apologies. I haven't introduced you to Jim before. No, that's my friend. I don't know what that is.
Well, where did it come? What was it doing inside of you?
Oh, well, it's an old Cleftinthula trait that we have, shadowy smell. I don't know what it was doing inside of me. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was doing. I don't know why it clawed itself out. I was having a fairly horrible nightmare involving those 3 readings that I had done previously. I guess I'm not quite done with the goal yet.
Are you all right?
Well, I'm pretty considerably freaked out, but perhaps the red eyes that stare at me from time to time will take care of whatever this problem is.
Do you still have your voice?
I don't know. Is this a trait that I can sense that I have, or do I have to try it out to know whether or not I have it?
I'd say it's a trait that you can sense, like you know, like how to use your abilities and powers. You know what I mean?
Do I
Um,
still sense that I have this ability?
As you respond to Rainier, your voice is very scratchy, like it's barely above a whisper. Your throat burning. You feel a like a terrible burden is relieved from you. That something that you'd been carrying that no one should carry is no longer a part of you. Now, I can answer your question clearly, but based on your dream and experience, do you know the answer?
Well, I think that was the physical manifestation of that ability, and it has gone and fucked right off. So I think that was short-lived.
Well, it bagged us a dragon, I guess. So
Yes, well, I do hope that the removal of the ability doesn't mean the reapplication of the original curse, but I guess we'll find out in 7 days, won't we?
Guess
I mean,
so.
I don't think that's likely, but
And what knowledge do you use to make that assertion?
I can check later. I checked you when you were cursed, and I think I would recognize if that energy was still there.
Very well.
I'm gonna finish sleeping now. That was horrible, and I'm sorry you went through that. I gotta I gotta finish.
Yes. Good night. Don't think I'll be sleeping for quite some time.
Yeah, sorry.
Quite all right. I'll try and stay quiet, everyone. To my pseudo dragon, would you like to take a walk with me?
Yeah, they just nod their head.
Not walking far. I'm basically walking in circles around the camp.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I stay up and watch you specifically.
Cool. Very good. Um, as the player token walks. Yeah, you take some time to walk around. You for the remainder for the next 8 hours,
Mhm.
you are unable to use verbal components of any spell casting,
Okay.
as your voice is your actual vocal cords have been damaged through this event. Um, but you don't feel in the time like you're walking around and the rest of the day, you don't feel access to that part that Gaul had imbued into you, though the alignment change still remains.
Mhm.
The rest of that day on the old road goes by uneventfully. As you're traveling here, you pass by little offshoots of it that are heading towards. I mean, it's a lot of farmland out here. Like, it's definitely clear that Bastion has. They have great access to food that it would be possible for them if managed correctly to like feed all the refugees outside the city, even to send food up to Karakar and help them. But it's very clear that as you're making your way around, there's no mountains near them. Sources of like deep material or mineral wealth don't exist around here. Um, Hence their reliance on Maras for that sort of material. In the afternoon of um, oh, the 10th goes by uneventfully.
Before we camp down, Ember Prime would like to. We'll do what she said she was going to do, which is ritually cast identify on Cal to see if the curse has reinstated itself.
Yeah, very good. Identify will let you know any spells that are affecting a creature or object, correct?
That is correct. I can populate that.
Well, give it to me straight, Ember Prime.
You touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affected.
Okay. You don't you do not sense the connection of like deep necromancy, the connection to Gaul. It's not even present. It's like it was never there in the first place.
Good news, you're clean.
Wonderful. Well, if I could do something to get rid of this sore throat, but Biggins can't be choosers. Hopefully, it will feel better tomorrow. Thank you, Ember Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone beds down for the evening. Everyone's rest is uneventful. You wake up on the 11th, needing to break off the old road and begin heading into the wild. Cal, your throat feels fine. Your voice seems to have recovered. You're under no ill effects of any kind.
Oh, wonderful.
As you will have at least one day traveling in the wild. Um, I need one of you to roll a d12 to see if anything unexpected happens.
Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I? I'm bad at these rolls,
can
so
do it.
it sounds like a
Please
good
do it,
idea.
man. Absolutely do it.
Watch it be
Okay.
like you get like a hailstorm.
um, your travel through the wild on the day of the 11th, um, while you are more cautious in your movements, aware that there could be danger, none of the creatures that dwell within find their way to you. And then another camp is made. Morning of the 12th, you set out again. A few hours in, roughly roughly around 11 o'clock, you find yourselves on the outskirts of a settlement here in the wild. You see several farmlands that lets you know you're approaching a piece of civilization. And then you begin to see the tracks and trails of a road, quote unquote, that is leading towards a series of several buildings. Nothing very fancy. This is less expansive than Oakenstall. There seems to be like one large central building. A lot of everything is built around, and then several other kind of homes around it. You saw where the farms were, a few homesteads were out that way, but you seem to have entered the small settlement of Krua proper. Um, there are people walking about. Um, they, it's kind of like you get the sensation that you're entering like a, it's that vibe of like entering an old west town, right? Like you were all a group of like well-armed strangers walking into this small town, and the townsfolk are like, watching you go by. A few of them like grab their children and kind of pull them along. Everyone's eyes seems to be just kind of on you as you're making your way through the town here. What is it that you guys do?
I think I'm gonna go to. Can we see like city buildings specifically, like city offices?
Um, the only, as you look around, the only thing that seems to like match that description is there's one kind of larger building in the center. That again seems to be like the rest of it seems to be like mostly homes, and then there's this one building that looks like that's too big for like a family to live in. Like that must be something. Um, as you make your approach, there's no signage on anything, but you can see through the windows on the bottom floor, as it's a two-story building, that there does seem to be like some table set in there. It is like a kind of tavern or maybe town hall.
Uh, does there appear to be somebody who has visible authority?
Nobody outside.
Yeah, well, I'll just gesture for everyone, like, to indicate that I'm going inside, and we'll do that.
All right. Entering into the building, you see it is set up kind of like a small tavern. There's only three tables, like three small tables, and then two large, long tables. Um, the only people in here at the moment is there's a human gentleman behind the bar, what serves as a bar countertop here anyway. And you see there are like a few bottles and then a few hanging herbs and whatnot. Um, and there's a older, excuse me, older female human at one of the long tables. She has a cup and a bottle in front of her. Her head is kind of lulled onto the table. She looks like she's drunk. As you make your way through, a detail you notice is sitting on the bench near her is what looks to be like a set of crutches. And you can see one of her legs is missing, wrapped at the knee. The gentleman behind the bar looks up, kind of like you see his eyes just kind of pass over the lot of you. Strangers, well, what can I do for you?
We're from Bastion. We were asked to come here check out some stone figures walking outside town.
What, for real?
Of course.
Thank the gods you're here. Sorry, it normally takes weeks for them to respond to anything. Part of the problem being this far out. Please, come in and take a seat wherever. My name's Bramir Column. I'm kind of what passes for a leader around here.
Bremir?
Bramir. I will type it in the thing. Bramir Column. Yes. I'd sent someone to Bastion, I mean, it's almost 2 weeks ago now. Let him know something weird was happening. There'd been trouble.
Good to meet you. My name's Rainier Catterfeld. These are my companions, and I'll introduce them one by one.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, boy, they sent quite a lot of you.
We're sort of on behalf of the Arcanium, and also sort of free agents after a fashion. But we're whatever relief they're able to muster right now.
Ah,
Yes, when there's a serious problem, they send the 5th season.
is that you or is that all y'all?
Yeah, that's like our Brandon,
The 5th season.
right?
Interesting. Oh, okay. I mean, I just figured they send militia folk or something like that.
We're better than them.
All right. Well, I mean, you certainly look the part anyway. Well, I suppose. How? What can I do for you? How can I help you? Take care of this problem for us.
I mean, you can start, I guess, by telling us what you know. Like, where have they been seen? How many have you been seen? Have you have you tried to talk to them? What's the dealio? What do they even look like? We heard stone people.
That's about as good a description as I think you can get for them. They're stone people or something like that. Um, None of us ever got real close, as far as I know, but it started around 2 weeks ago. One of them just kind of showed up all of a sudden by the Pennant farm, and they were just kind of looking around at first for a while, and then a day later, two of them were there, and they started digging. And Elrin, well, he didn't really care for that. They started ruining some of the crop, and I don't know if you've seen where we are, but this far into the wild, we need all the help we can get. It's very easy to have a bad crop or bad season, and mouths go hungry too often. So he goes out there telling them to, get off the property. The way he told it, they weren't speaking any language he ever heard before. But he made enough of a mess that they headed off. They were seen in the next few days around other parts of town, always kind of on the outskirts of it. Always seemed to be looking for something. A few more days go by, and then there's 4 of them back on the Pennant farm digging again. Well, Elrin and Athene, they went out there to shush him away again, but this time the damn thing spoke to him. Ain't that right, Athene? You see the woman kind of pulls her head up a little bit. You talking about them fucking beasts? Killed my Elrin? Yeah, these folk are here to take care of that for you. She kind of straightens up in her seat. Yeah, we tried to get rid of them. They started talking back to us in common. Clear as could be. We asked what they wanted, and they said they were here for the meeting of all things. Meeting place? The meeting place of all things. She grabs the bottle, takes a swig of it. Now, I don't know what that is. But Elrin, he told him whatever they's looking for, it wasn't here. And they said it must be somewhere around here. He said, well, I don't know where it is, but I can tell you where you can find it. He told them to go look right up their asses and get off his property. Well, they didn't take too kindly to that. I saw Elrin soaring into the sky. One of them just lifted a hand and off he went like a child's toy. He hit the ground and I screamed and I don't know why, but I just grabbed their pitchfork and was running at him. Next thing I knew, all I saw was sky and the ground rushing at me. Woke up a few days later. Elrin had passed from his injuries and I lost my leg. You see, Brimir look at you all. We ain't got much of the way in healers here. I've picked up a few things in my time, but by the time I got to her, infection had already set in, and I'm no cleric. I'm not blessed. Nothing I could do for it. Athene looks at you, kind of leans forward on the table. Them things is evil. I'm not strong enough to do it, but I need you to promise me that you'll get my vengeance. That my Elrin wouldn't have died for nothing. You hear me?
When they talked to you the first time, do you remember what they said? Do you remember what the sounds were?
It was. It sounded like the earth grinding. I never heard anything like it. Bramir speaks up. After this, we sent word to Bastion for help. Creatures poked around a few more times, and then we lost sight of them for a while. Seeing as how dangerous they was, I didn't like the idea of not knowing where they were. So, me and a couple of other boys, we thought we might be able to find them. We might be able to know what it is that they're doing. Headed outside of town, last sighted directions. There's a creek a few hours walk from here. Bottom of a cliffside. Now, I don't know if they found what it is that they're looking, this meeting place, but they're digging. Right in the cliff wall. I don't know what it is they think is in there, but they just dig all day, all night.
Did it sound like this? I will switch to primordial and ask the question that I'm sure they can't understand since it's primordial. Do you know where the meeting place is?
You see, Bramir, he kind of shakes his head as like, I'm not sure. But Athene, her eyes go wide. She's like, that's it? That's exactly what they sounded like.
Coolsies. All right, which way did you say?
Bramir points a direction, kind of southeast, southwest from town, from where he's standing out, like where the door is. And it's like, it's a few hours walk that way. There's a creek that runs through. There's a tall cliffside, either side that the creek runs in. And that's where they are, just digging.
We can check it out.
Mm-hmm.
How many of them did you see at one time?
Most we ever seen was 4. That's all that's been accounted for. And when we scouted about 5 days ago, there was 4 of them.
Are they like, do they got weapons? Do they got armor?
Not as far as I could tell.
Any weird markings or anything? I mean, besides, being made of stone.
Athene speaks up. They got burning red eyes. And no mouth. I don't know how it speaks. How do you breathe without a mouth?
But they can, like, move their limbs?
Oh yeah.
They're digging, so yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll give it a look then.
As you gather yourselves to head in the direction, Athene takes a long swig from the bottle, calls out, "Hey, They're called anhedons. That's what they called themselves.
Anhedons?
Anhedon.
That mean anything to anyone?
It would not.
No one else either. Okay, cool.
Is that a thing we could try, like Ancient Arcana or something?
Not in this instance.
Okay.
Would it be safe to assume that this could be related to extraplanars?
That sounds like a question of your character that I can't answer for you.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think my training is not in like elemental planar beings, but I think that he would try to piece together if this would be elemental, like without being trained in understanding elemental beings, knowing that they exist. That
Yeah, I
makes
mean
sense?
they certainly exist for it. I mean, without further context, it seems like that is a theory of your character, and possibly you as the player,
Hmm.
but nothing that I could like explain or tell you.
Yeah, without seeing them or something.
Yeah.
We can
And what time
scale.
of day it is? What time of day
Um,
is it?
it's roughly like midday.
We could go scout, see what we can
Yeah.
see, and make a plan.
Couple hours that way.
Follow the
They-
creek.
If they can talk, are we gonna try to negotiate, or
I think it's worth figuring out what the hell is going on before we just try to destroy them.
I guess so.
I mean, dead husband notwithstanding.
He's looking for something. All things or something.
Yeah. The meeting place of all thing, whatever they said. We can ask him.
All right. You gather yourselves. The fifth season heads into the wild once more.
Once we're out and like on the path, I am going to suggest, we mentioned it, but Merv and Ragnarok and I saw something that warned us of more beings planning to come to this plane. And this might just be exactly that. They're coming and they're looking to find whatever it is drew them here in the first place. Them and others.
Okay, do we know if they're all automatically dangerous or I mean I assume not since you said you talked to one it didn't like try to finish you off.
Right. I think if we can talk to it first, talk to any of them first, get a better idea of what they are doing, to why they are trying to meet here, what they are after, that might put us ahead of the game when others arrive and are more upfront and volatile. These ones, now they did kill someone, but they didn't come here to this city and level it and then start digging. That's something.
I mean, one of their first actions though was killing somebody.
Only after it had been antagonized. It may have been even a case of not understanding the threshold of pain, sensitivity. It could have been an action of naivete.
We can find out. We can talk to him. The fact that they went from only speaking well, the fact that they suddenly learned to speak common, I should say, is indication of some sort of intelligence, so
Agreed.
After a few hours, you find yourselves approaching a section of the forest you're in. You can see it beginning to thin and break. There's a gap, fairly significant, between the set of trees you are about to approach and then the next set of trees. There's sky and distance between them, and you can hear the rushing of water and the clear sounds of um, what sounds like to you, Ember, and to everyone else, like tools impacting rock and stone, and the sound of dirt shoveling and being pushed and moved. You find yourselves at the edge of a tree line, and about maybe 10 or 15 feet, there's a drop. You know it's significant based on how you can see the ground like the ground further away at another angle, and then the rise on the other side. It's roughly about an 80-foot like valley to the bottom. So each height of these cliffs is about 80 foot tall. You see, um, without breaking the tree line, you can see on top of the cliff on the other side a being that their description of a creature made of rock is pretty accurate. If anybody would like to make a perception check to see if they can make out finer details of this entity.
Could we argue an investigation?
How would you be investigating from very far away?
Just the thought of minute details connects to that skill in my mind.
Gotcha. I don't think
Um,
you can investigate the distance here to make
No
detail.
problem.
Yeah.
I would like to put a hand on whoever's shoulder is close by and say, pardon me, I just need to steady myself for a moment. Have a unique connection with Junior over there that might be able to help us out in this regard. And I will look through its eyes and send it flying up and over in that direction to get a better look.
Okay. You send your pseudo dragon flying into the air. How close do you want them to get?
I am going to have it just sort of fly around in circles and have those circles get closer and closer so that it looks like it's just I'm trying to make it look like it's a wild animal that that they shouldn't pay any mind, but I've got eyes on them, so if they look concerned or agitated, I will just instruct Junior to head on back.
Okay. Roughly speaking, you're about 100 feet away from that one. Yeah, so they go soaring in the sky. um, okay, very, very good. Um, Ember, you pick out these details. Rock creature is not exactly correct. It's clear they're made of solid material. Um, even based on like how they articulate. Um, it's more like crystalline rock material. Like these aren't a rock elemental can take many forms. Um, this doesn't. This is not dirt and stone. Like this is a creature that seems born of a crystalline environment, and you see these sharp, glowing red eyes kind of tucked into this crystal, and then they're right, void of what looks like a facial structure, just eyes. Um, the body is imposing, though. These things are easily 8 feet tall. Um, the stonework appears sculpted to be humanoid and to even give the impression of like musculature, though you are certain that there is no bending muscle within it. Um, you're not even certain based on like the look, based on what you are seeing here. You're not even certain if these are elementals specifically, just due to how strange they actually look. Um, Cal, as your pseudo dragon soars in the sky, you see that in the stream below, um, there are 3 of them that are digging into the cliff face, shoveling rock and dirt behind them, muddying the waters as the creek pulls the debris downstream. And this one on top is like clearly keeping a lookout. Though because none of you have broken the tree line, they don't appear to have seen you from this distance. They do notice, like you can see, they look at your pseudo dragon and then just look away, as it is just some weird flying creature in the sky that is not doing anything to them. You notice a lot of just the same kind of detail that Ember does, though not being as familiar with the idea of like rock elemental primordial kind of thing. You just make out the same detail of like these are more crystalline than like stone people.
Right. Right, and I will share what I say. I'll narrate, I guess, softly as Junior's flying in his circles.
Did we go down there? I think we should go down. I think we should go down there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go down there.
Is there?
I'll start tying a rope to a tree.
So that's how we're getting down there. Okay, very well.
You can scale the cliff. There's a cliff face down. I will show you this in a few moments. There is also the alternative that like you guys are explorers of the world. You know that you could at some point follow the cliff face to get down to the creek at some point and like come at them from that angle, or even get around to the other side where the one is keeping lookout, right? You do have multiple ways to approach the situation.
I think we should definitely go talk to the lookout,
Yeah, that'd
so it
be
doesn't seem like we're trying to sneak up on everybody.
right.
Yeah.
And do you want to? Here, let me show you what you're looking at. Just so you know, like going around, like that's it would take hours to find the way around and down and over. You know what I mean? If you want to like get around and approach them, based on the geography and topography of what you're looking at here. I'm just trying to see if okay. I'm gonna activate the scene. Ember's vision is like blown out because of your it's like having I don't know why, but I click on your thing. It's because of your specific vision that it like blows out everything around you right now. I'm just gonna set you. Nope. If I set you to basic vision, it's like worse. Okay. Cal, you see a little pseudo dragon is flying around here, right? Cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So at the top here, you are 80 feet up. The little side, this little, kind of platform anywhere on it, that's 40 feet down. That's halfway. Of course, you have the ground below, and then that other one, the other rise, also 80 feet up. So the three at the bottom here, they are ground level, and then this guy is 80 feet up.
I am going to take this moment to cast Monstrider.
Okay, using
And
the mark. Yeah, excellent.
yeah, and I can roll for it, too. I think. Anyway.
Yes, please do. Okay, very good. Nothing happens. I mean, your spell goes off, but nothing happens.
Amber, do you think it'd be a good idea to try to send a message first? If we can.
How do you mean?
I
Like I
mean,
did with Dom?
maybe. Or if we have other shorter form means of communicate, try to
Well,
get a hold of them first. Let them know we're coming.
yeah, I mean, I could just break the tree line and scream out, "Hello! We'd like to have a conversation."
That was sort of my plan, but
All right. I wasn't sure if we were going down to speak or if we were announcing ourselves rather abruptly.
we could do both.
I'll
I think
get
a hello would be better than a random message in the head.
a rope ready so that we can at least get down this way, but we can still start calling out before then. What is
Oh.
that?
I'll have Junior start flying back.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Oh,
it's-
okay.
It-
I zoomed
it's-
way out. I was like, that's not a bug.
Oh yeah. So it sounds like some of you are beginning to like set up like a way to climb down. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, just in case we need just a rope that will take us to this platform
Okay.
or this level.
Okay, very good. Best anger point, this tree right here.
Yep.
How many
and then
feet down?
it's 80 feet total, 40 feet to the middle.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask.
Oh, I got a crossbow for this.
Didn't we determine that that doesn't help you get down? It only helps you get up.
I mean-
like if you're gonna shoot it, like if you're gonna shoot it in a way that pulls you to the ground specifically, right? Like if you anchor, like stand here and then anchor to like the tree here, then that's like a zip line going down, right? But if you like point it at the ground and say "go," then you're essentially falling, right?
Well,
I think
no.
that's what we've determined.
I just pointed at my feet, and then I used the 60 feet of lead.
That's
yeah, it's like an
also
anchor
fair.
point. Yeah, and then you can rappel down. Yes, that works.
Yeah, I just can't
Yeah,
press
yeah.
the button. If I press the button, I'll fire back up to the top. I can only press the button to make the hook reattach. That's
yeah. You can.
the only
attach
thing
it
I
to
can
the
only do
thing.
once a week, once a
Yeah.
day is like suck up to it.
Maybe we want to save that for getting back up this way then.
Yeah, I mean,
Need an emergency.
yeah, I'm not
evac.
gonna press the button.
Says that, drops down, pushes the button.
Okay.
I have 2
Be-
climbing kits. Who wants them?
I desperately want to set up a zip line across this canyon. I have
Oh my
no idea
God.
how to make that happen, but that sounds like fun.
That does sound like.
We'll make a cope course once we're done with this
Okay,
quest.
sounds good.
What's the
I can
distance
probably-
on the thing? Is it
Of the
60
canyon?
feet? Yeah, of the
It's
crossbow thing.
Yeah,
60. Oh, it's like just not long
I need
enough.
to.
Well, there's
make
certain
sure
there
it's
might be
60.
certain angles that can make it work. I'll leave
Found
that to
it.
you.
Found
No,
it.
we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go one at a time. Okay, I can't go the full. Look,
It's right here.
I can carry someone if you like.
you want who wants these 2 kits?
Are you in?
Take one.
Like, we're not climbing yet. We're just
I
I'm
am.
just tying this rope. I thought you were yelling.
Well, I'm gonna yell from here, and then I'm gonna climb down. I will yell out in primordial. "Hi, we just want to talk. And then I will start climbing down.
I'm standing next to Ember waving. I am not climbing down.
Okay.
Following Ember.
Okay. Ember, do you have any specialized climbing abilities or anything?
Just the climbing kit that I just grabbed out of Merv's hand.
Okay, hell yeah. Because the climbing kit is so very specific with its things, I like to just use it as giving you advantage on the climb, unless you really want to use it as it is.
I don't know what you mean, so I'll just go with the advantage.
Okay. The climbing kit specifically does not assist you in climbing, but it can like lock you into a place so that way you don't fall to your death. Is actually what it does.
No, I'm fully prepared to fall like 40 feet to this cliff.
No.
And then potentially fall the next 40 feet.
Yeah, hell yeah. Climb, hell yeah. You're moving at half speed, right? So if you
Yep.
use your whole turn, that's almost all the way down. But we're
I will dash, climb.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Ember
If you even if you movement and then dash, it gets
Yeah.
you almost there.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm saying like in a turn is because a lot of people are doing
Yeah.
things, right? Okay, some people are getting set up with things. You have just yelled to them. You see the one on top. His whole body turns towards you all. Very clear that he notices and can see you all at this point. You hear that same kind of rocky grinding noise that Ember heard, but it's not loud enough for you to understand it based on the distance. It seems he's only speaking to the ones below and doesn't have to shout as loud. So you can hear that like that language is being used, but you're unable to make out exactly what he's saying. But you do see in the next few moments, as the rest of you are doing whatever you're doing, the ones digging begin to step out from the hole that they have made in this cliffside, which at this point is substantial. They have dug maybe 20 feet into this cliff in roughly the diameter is probably like 25 feet as well. Like they're boring into the earth here. You see very large boulders and whatnot like tossed and strewn outside here. But these creatures begin to step out, and all of you can see them more clearly. So, oh boy. So I will show you what they look like. A very crystalline, sharped body, not round and rock-like, but those beaming red eyes, no face.
They're
Can
so
I,
chiseled.
as they get like start to ambulate and move towards us, can I roll like an investigation specifically? Because Murph's thinking construct now, just by the like look at him from a distance. Especially now that I actually have a construct that I've seen on a table, right?
Yeah.
Or Ancient Arcana, one of the two. That's just
Yeah.
the track Merv's brain is running on.
Yeah. Because like you've never seen these before, so a lot of these ideas are just player theory
Yeah.
and your character theory. Things that like I can't just say yes, it's this, right?
Yeah.
Um Ancient Arcana, like you have visual on them, and the Ancient Arcana does help with a lot of stuff, but like you need a little more interaction with them to like pull that information.
Okay. I'll just, as they're getting closer, I'll hold like an investigation or maybe nature.
Yeah.
Just
I
think if I think of them as like if they're moving like a
Yeah, I will tell you that like as you're watching them move, like initial thoughts of construct could be correct, right? Because like somehow the stonework is moving, but these are fluid movements. They're not moving in the jerky motion that the golems around Bastion and Maras and Karakara used. Like these crystals are fully alive and ambulating.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean they begin to like just move a little bit outward. They appear to be taking up like a defensive position, but they're not aggressive anyway. They're just like standing there. They're all watching you. So Ember is climbing down. Ember, your 14 is fine. You make the climb check with that. You get down to this bottom layer, 40 feet down. What are the others doing?
I'm with Ember.
Same.
All right. Ragnarok, are you in climbing mode?
Yes, I am. I never
Okay.
changed it from last time.
Okay, cool. You easily, no check required, get down there. Kriaz, you want to make the go as well. Do you have any special climbing ability?
I have mobile. If I take the dash, no extra movements needed.
Does not apply to climbing, but good to know.
Okay.
So I'll need an athletics check from you.
They had to
This
not
one.
climb with their claws. I guess not. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
they don't. Yeah, they don't.
Lion,
That's a
not-
Tabaxi has the climb.
You said
thing.
athletic?
That's
Athletics,
right.
yeah.
Ooh.
Easily done. I'm just gonna put you next to Ember, but like you can place it. Like you guys need to like move your tokens. Obviously, Doug, I can move your token if need be. As to where you are all being and going.
No, I'm good where I'm at.
Okay. Some of you guys are free scaling. Rainier, are you? I'll assume you have attached a rope at this point. Are you using that to climb down as well?
Yeah, that was the intention.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll athletics. I'll give you advantage on it. Merv, Cal, what are you doing?
I'm using
Oh my god!
my 60 feet of adamantine cable lead to just gently rappel down.
Okay, gently rappel down.
Since I know that the hook on the top can't disengage, I basically just fire it into the ground at my feet, and then I just slowly like scoop my way down.
Yeah, hell yeah. Do you want to stop on the platform here, or do you want to go full 60, gets you 20 feet from the ground at the bottom?
I'm gonna stop on the platform where they are.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
wanna drop. And also I'm trying to like wait to see if they're gonna scale. I'll probably actually wait a second till they scale to go down to the ground from where they are down there.
Cool.
Since I can
Okay.
stop I could stop halfway down easier than they can because I don't have to be worried about my my upper rope.
Yeah. Okay. Rainier, if you do single rope attached won't won't even based on like the distance, right? Won't even reach the platform. So I'm assuming you're gonna use 2 ropes to do this.
With with 50 feet of rope, I was expecting that I'd probably have like a small drop, but
Yeah.
I rolled a 5, so I have a big drop.
Yeah, I mean, you are certainly going to drop, but the question is like when you were setting it up, right? You know, how much rope were you like? Because you can see the distance. The distance is 80 feet, but you
Yeah.
have like the tree is not the tree is adding 15 to 20 feet extra on top of that, right?
Yeah.
So 2 ropes would maybe do you, right?
I had 1 rope, and I was planning on just like handling that fall, but like it's gotten worse than I expected it to be.
Okay,
It's
cool. Yeah.
fine.
So
I'm-
you were
I'm
planning
taking it.
just you were planning on just getting to that platform there. Cool.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna do. Yeah,
Cool.
that
Excellent.
platform.
Excellent. You begin rappelling down. Your foot hits on a rock that falls out, and your hands are burning on the rope as it's sliding through your hands, and you fall. Unfortunately, you. Oof, you're gonna take 16 bludgeoning damage
Yeah.
as you like fully fall near the top to the ground.
Just take a minute there to feel old.
The wind kind of knocked out of you a little bit.
Yeah.
As I see Rainier fall, it's like I had a fucking kit.
You okay over there?
Little thumbs up.
I will go ahead and help Rainier to his feet, and
You don't have to heal me. I fucking
Yeah,
fell.
huge. All right, you feel a lot better. Your ego is bruised as well as your tailbone.
that I can't help.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. Even if I had the climbing kit, I still
Yeah,
rolled
same
a
thing.
5. Like, the kit wouldn't have helped.
And you had advantage with the rope anyway. So
Yeah, that was
yeah.
exactly. Yeah, my roll was like a nat 1 and a 4.
Yeah, pretty
Hey
rough,
Cal,
pretty rough.
what's your plan, bud?
You see Cal, who, Ragnarok. If you, sorry, Kriaz. Merv, do we still have? Okay, well, I guess.
Yep.
I'll
Don't worry,
use
Chorby can steady ya.
I guess I'll use the
To
rope
help
that. I guess I'll
to
use
help
the rope that
Cal.
Rainier is set up. Oh God,
I'll
Rainier-
curse. I'll cushion your fall.
Oh,
I'll
Lord.
have
That's too
Chor
late. I can still run up there.
I'll have Chorby keep a hand on your back.
Okay, I'm gonna go down now.
Yeah, easily done. You are one with the cliff.
See, I
And
took the
I-
rope because you only had 2 kits, and I was leaving the kit for Cal.
Can I make an attempt to stab my
You
glaive
left
into
him.
the side of the mountain and use it as like a standing point to help Cal scooch his way down?
Scooch his way down.
It's easier for me to fall a lower distance than Cal to drop really fast and hit the ground.
Yeah. I mean, you could pierce your glaive into the stone wall and try to make like a very big piton, right, for him to
Mhm.
kind of get on.
Yeah.
Cal, is that something you're interested in?
Cal, how
in
much your
dealing
weird
with?
painting weigh?
Cal is going to grab hold of the rope that Rainier climbed down, and Cal's looking to get 20 feet down this rope.
I'm gonna go get him. And Ragnarok starts running up the wall.
All right, Cal, you're at the rope. Ragnarok is offering just to get you down. What do you want to do?
Oh, well, wonderful, Ragnarok. I didn't mean for you to have to climb back up, but since you're here, and I'll just leap into his arms.
It's okay. I'm very fast right now.
Indeed.
Carry him down.
Yeah, it is
Damsel in
not.
distress style.
Yeah, with your strength and climbing ability, it is not a problem for you at
Merv
all.
is definitely still descending, like 5 feet at a time, very slowly. Like 2 feet, steady. 2 feet, steady.
Is
We
it?
pass him
Is
up.
it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you speed right past him.
Getting the hang of it.
All right, each of you is making your way. Ember, you are down at the bottom. The Enhedons here have not moved from their positions.
I will walk slowly. I have my shield out, but I am not pulling out a weapon or anything. And I will call out again in Primordial. And just say, "Hi, we heard you're looking for the meeting place. We don't know what that is, but we really want to talk to you." That's all in Primordial.
Okay, very good.
So the noises she is making are horrible.
Just
You see like you mention the meeting place, and you see all of them like in the few moments afterwards, like, are agitated a bit and excited by just the mention of it. They kind of all turn towards one another to like have like to speak to themselves. You hear them speaking in a similar sounding like grinding rock noise, but it is not primordial. It is like a cousin language almost to it, but you're unable to make out the specific detail. They all turn once more. The one in the center here steps forward. Um, it's like big crystal feet pressing into the mud and muck. Looks at you, just these red eyes, and again, no mouth, no nose, but a sound kind of resonates out of it in primordial and says, "What do you know of the meeting place?"
Absolutely nothing. Like I said, I don't know what that is, but we are here to have a conversation. I will gesture towards everybody making their way down the cliff.
They regard you and say, "We search for the meeting of all things. You say you do not know where it is, but you know of it?"
I did not say that. Only know that you are here searching for it. If you would like to explain to us what that is, we will be happy to help you find it. Maybe. Depending.
The meeting of all things is sacred.
Okay. I can respect that.
We know not if we have found it. We believe it is a vault of some kind. Perhaps it is a clue along the way.
Right. So you are just sort of looking and hoping that you'll recognize it when you find it.
We will know the meeting place when we see it. For now, we must search. If you have no knowledge of its location, then leave us to our work.
Right, I'll be right back. Back away about 10 feet, then turn and wait for everyone to come down the.
There's another 40-foot climb to get down to where Ember is. Anybody staying up top? Anybody making their way down?
Making my way down.
how
Feeling
far away is the top
inspired.
of this tree?
To the what?
the tree over here.
Oh no.
To the top of it. Good question. I mean, it's 25 feet away from you. Let's just say the top of it is 40 feet tall. Big tree.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody wishing to make the climb down, make an athletics check. You should know if you have advantage or not, if you're using equipment or rope or whatnot.
Feeling inspired, Krios stares at the ring on his hand,
Mm-hmm.
and he proceeds to do a gainer off the cliff.
Oh my god. To just do like okay, explain to me more about your stunt other than I just jump off the cliffs, which I do like. I like that. Sounds like the beginning of a death-defying idea.
He sees Merv like catapult himself over to the tree, and everybody.
Not yet.
Okay, you
He's
question the
clearly
tree.
thinking about it. He's looking at
Ragnarok
it.
can climb the mountain freely, and Krios is like, I'm a big cat. I have athletics. I could do this. And he's like, I could do this. Like, he double checks his hand, make sure the ring's on. He's like, yeah, I could do this, and
Yeah.
proceeds to take a step back. And then he thinks about it. He turns around, looks at the wall behind him, and uses that as a platform to kick off of, to push harder to get off, to catch air, to make it look more enticing.
Okay, I want to be clear about something here.
Yes.
Simply jumping off the cliff and then like you are going to just fall at some point. So because you have not declared anything to help prevent that or assuage that in any way. So like you will, even if you succeed in any check, you will fall and take damage. So can you describe a part of the stunt in a way that you were trying to not simply slam into the ground face first?
Okay. I
Even
see what
trying
you
to
mean.
land superhero style, right? You were going to break your bones. So if you want to reword it in a way of like, I do this to prevent, or like if you want to leap to the tree, that's a stunt. If you want to like, pierce your glaive into the stone and like slide down using it, that's a stunt as well, right?
I was gonna say, instead of the glaive, because it's like a long extended pole, he'll pull out the greatsword, and down like halfway through the gainer, he'll stab it into the side of the wall and like rake it down the mountain.
Okay, to try to slow your descent. Okay, so there we go.
Okay.
Now you're not just face planting into the ground at the end of a stunt.
That's the most fun part. Is just it looks impressive, and then he just plat.
I mean, we can just do the damage if that's what you want. Okay. I will give you your choice. Actually, this is a lot of strength to actually slow your weight with the greatsword. So do give me an athletics check. You
crazy.
expend a use of the ring, so you roll a d10 and add that on top of it.
Okay. Pow. And then
Okay.
Then you just click other formula, it'll roll the d10 for you.
Is that the D10 one? Okay, that is. Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
fuck.
Okay. You do exactly as you described.
yes. Yes.
There's the shower of sparks as your sword is slicing through stone, and you impact heavy on the ground, pull the blade out, and it is like red hot from the abrasion.
Fucking-
He just holds it like not the red hot part, like near the hilt, and he's like cuts an eye. He's like, yeah, that's nice. He looks at the stone people. He's like, yeah, I did that.
I'm definitely firing at the tree. I shout, "Real!" And fucking fire over at an angle because the tree is easier to climb down than a cliff.
Yeah. Go ahead and move your token. The crossbow does its thing. Oh my god. Anyone
Look, there's
else?
branches and shit to climb down on a tree. It's so much easier.
Yeah, for sure.
I was
Seeing these two stunts, Cal grabs Ragnarok's
Oh.
neck a little tighter.
So I just want to be entirely sure that I've witnessed this appropriately, that Merv has only distributed one climbing kit so far. Got it. And I'm going to
Yep.
start climbing down.
But
Nobody
yeah,
asked.
if you need help, I can come right back up.
I would appreciate it, but you're good. You can take your time.
Next time I ask.
Okay, to be fair, when setting up rope, because it's a climbing kit, like, we needed a rope in the first place. I thought it was going to be a team effort, but
I mean, you were all a business about the rope and stuff.
Well, it is a team effort, and I'll nuzzle into Ragnarok a little bit.
Tree's
I'll
nice.
bring Cal down.
All right. Cal and Ragnarok move down. Rainier, do you want to get Ragnarok's help or do you want to make the climb?
I'll wait since it was offered.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, I
Uh,
will race back up.
Hell
Grab
yeah.
Rainier. Maybe
Okay.
not damsel in distress, but a piggyback one this time. And imagine Rainier is willingly going to submit to sit in my arm.
He's not that he's not toxically masculine.
His choice.
Yeah, easily done. No check required. You have climbing speed and your strength. You can easily carry Rainier. Okay, you all make it down to the bottom. Chorby is wherever Chorby wants to be when you set up Merv. Everyone's down, Ember.
Yes.
All right, so they don't really know what it is that they're looking for. They think they'll know it when they see it, and kind of just want to be left alone.
Did you happen to ask about the neighboring civilians?
I did not. I sort of get the idea that they want what they want, and they're not going to worry about anybody getting in their way. If you have other questions, I can certainly go ask them. I mean, anybody can ask them at this point, honestly.
Do we want to ask them if they have sounds silly, but if they frankly give a shit about the people here, or if this is, or the meeting place for all things, were they sent here, or are they looking for it of their own decision?
I think that's a better question.
What will come of the meeting?
There's a good chance they don't even know, but we can find out. I turn and go walking back.
Okay.
I want to perch on this rock.
Hi again. Sorry to bother you.
They just regard you.
So did somebody send you here, or are you looking for the meeting place on your own?
It is each Enhedon's purpose in life to find the meeting place of all things.
And what do you do when you find it?
The meaning will reveal itself to us.
Task
I turn
them.
back to I turn back to Rainier. It sounds like it's a little of both.
Hi, Calhoun X Clef Tintilar of the Bastion Cliff Tintilars.
They don't care.
What?
Just FYI.
Burn.
Oh,
Don't laugh, Chorby.
they will come to care.
I think they went.
Um,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yes, what do you do should some individuals get in your way while you're looking for this, either intentionally or inadvertently?
The one standing here at the edge of the stream turns to you, responds in perfect common. Having just spoken primordial with Amber, turns to you and says, "We remove obstacles in our way, those that prevent us from finding the meeting place will be moved, or if they do not wish to move, will be removed." Are you
See,
stating your intention to prevent us from searching?
No, to the contrary. I'm trying to assist you with your search.
Then
But
you know where the meeting place is.
No, I do not know where the meeting place is, but being willing to offer assistance does not require knowledge of where it is. You are looking for it and you don't know where it is.
This logic is sound. But we do not require assistance unless you know the location.
Oh, well, see, that's why I believe you're wrong. Your current strategy will only make you enemies, and enemies that will prevent you from conducting your search. But if you're a little friendlier, a little nicer, try a little harder to get along well with others, then there's a much better chance that you not only will be allowed to continue your search, but perhaps even get others to join in so that you can achieve what you're looking for and be on your way.
We have no fear of outside threat. And the search for the meeting of all things is our purpose. If you do not know where its location is, leave us to our work.
Who gave you your purpose?
It is our purpose.
But no one instructed you?
We are born searching. We will find it in this lifetime or in another's.
And where have you come from?
Many places. Here.
So you're just appearing all over the plane looking for something that no one's found yet. For how long?
The time is irrelevant. The search is all that matters.
And when you find the meeting place of all things, what happens to you?
Its knowledge will be imparted into us. Its meaning will be made clear.
You seek enlightenment.
If that's what it is.
You've been sent on a quest eternally until your death, eradicating all things in your path for something that has never been found in possibly millennia for no discernible reason.
We will find it. We will find the meeting of all things. What we have uncovered, this vault, perhaps contains a clue. If not, we search again.
This vault,
Looking behind them, like again, they've bored a tunnel like into the cliff. You're not sure what's in there, but it's a giant hole in there. There's still like a lot of rock and debris they're working through.
What are the signs for the meeting place of all things?
When it is found, it shall be known.
So even if we may be able to help suggest what it is that the meeting place of all things might be, you would not be able to determine whether or not we were telling the truth. And he kind of has an expression of, like, pity.
To speak knowledge of the meeting place without being truthful is heresy. Heresy is met with violence.
It may be that we might know something of the meeting place of all things. But our truth is also that we cannot be sure of that. And you cannot be sure that the place that we know of is the meeting place unless you were to see it. Is that correct?
If you knew where it was, you would be certain. There would be no need to guess. I will ask you one more time. Do you know where the meeting of all things is?
I believe I do.
They take a step forward towards you. Where?
It's far from here. It's very far. And there are a lot of vulnerable people between here and there.
You are certain it is the place.
I put up a Boy Scout salute.
Okay. um, in this context, right, you are telling them that you know where a thing is that you don't know anything about, right?
Yeah.
So you are deceiving them. Um,
Well, that is it is the case as he stated that he believes he knows the thing they speak about. And he will only know that it is true if they are able to say that it is true. Which they can only verify their truth, if they were to see it themselves. He is being earnest, not intentionally deceptive.
mhm. The context of this and how it works for them, right, is uh, if you do not know what it is, then you are either lying or not lying, right? So um, if you are not sure, because like I understand your logic of it, right? But like you're still not certain, right?
I think Rainier is as certain as he could be about what he thinks that this thing is. But in order to make the determination for the role easier, he also believes it's something that he has seen, that we have seen. Which means, DM, if we haven't actually seen it, then that means that this would inadvertently be a deception.
That would be correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll roll the deception check.
Okay.
To be fair, it's the same shit either way, but the spirit of the role I feel is very important.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Who knows? Their insight could be real shit.
I'm gonna roll their insight in publicly. These entities, when it comes to discussions of the meeting place, they in determining if someone is like lying about it, right? It has a very specific context. Their insight is improved slightly because of that. Okay, I'm gonna roll them in. You have a 10. Okay, they have a +5 to their insight in this matter. So they need a 5 or better. Okay.
I love his name. It's not even a name. It's Sims.
That one looks at you, Rainier. The eyes glow a bit, and it says, "You speak heresy.
Oh,
Heresy is met with violence.
oh.
We will give you one opportunity to leave this place."
Man, everybody got to start making bold threats.
I'll give everyone else a look to see how they feel. Like if we let them continue doing the thing they're doing, if they bump into anyone else, they're gonna kill them, and they're just gonna keep going until they die.
Yep. Reckon it's be a dust off, huh?
Did we ever figure out who sent them here? Did they ever answer? Did we?
They were
They
born like
they
it.
don't know.
Got it. Right. Hmm.
Like salmon swimming upstream.
That's real poetic.
Well, thank you, Merv. Oh, I don't believe we're going anywhere.
Then you will be removed. And they begin to move in an aggressive action towards everybody. I'll need everyone to roll initiative.
That one I am going to need help with because I can't select my own character.
I can take care of that for you, no problem. Do you have advantage on your initiatives?
He should.
I do not. That's not till
Yeah, 7th level.
7?
Not just
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, incredible. Yo, the pseudo dragon.
What?
The pseudo dragon's in the mix. Okay.
He said gang gang.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, excellent. Rainier, holy cow! Oh my god, 3 of you are in the top. You guys are so fast.
He took it personally.
Okay, Rainier, first to act. They are like you see the 3 on the ground. Like feet dig in. They are like swiftly moving towards you all.
Cool. I am. It's very interesting. You know what? I am going to start here. With my bonus action, we'll give this a shot. Actually, no, we can't do that. No bonus action because I've already got my right active. we will just target this far one up here first.
Fuck him up.
Ooh, a miss.
Okay.
A rare miss.
He said that's fine.
Oh! Oh! It's okay.
Yo, huge,
for it.
huge.
So that will be critical, and I think I have fixed my crossbow, so it will automatically add the extra D10 to the damage.
my
It looks like it
God.
worked.
Good lord.
That poor
Holy
man
moly.
thing,
Oh
Rock.
my god!
Right. Yeah. Oh my god. Huge.
Jesus
Destructive.
Christ.
Oh.
God.
I'll come this way, and that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Let's get a little fucky. Let's try it anyway. As my bonus action, light will once again just sort of flare from his vision, and I am going to not you. Curse this guy in the front here.
Okay. Any save or automatic?
He will be bound. He makes a strength save. Just want to see, just test their strength, see how it
Yeah,
goes.
sure. 13.
13 will not be sufficient.
Speed reduced to 0. Okay.
Yes, and I am actually amplifying this curse, so I will be taking Hemocraft damage for it.
Okay.
And he is bound for a minute, as like golden chains sprout from the ground and begin to anchor his legs.
Okay. Very, very cool. Cursed.
I've got to roll that d6.
Oh my.
Ouch.
That's what we like to see, baby.
It's okay. This is not concentration for me. Hey.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Big chain curses coming out. All right. Anything else for Nier?
That's it. I'm tapped.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Incredible beginning. Ragnarok, what would you like to do? Can you see everything okay?
Okay.
Dan?
I can see my token, but like I can't move the map around very much.
Okay, yeah, I can move for you. Do you need me to
Perfect.
tell you your distances or anything?
I just want to move in a way that I can move 20 feet in a direct line to a person.
Yeah. Well, your speed is 40. You
50.
can we can call direct line like unimpeded movement. You can get to the guy on the beach that just got cursed.
Okay, and it's 50 right now.
It's 50 right now. Oh, boy.
Long
And
strider.
climbing.
Oh, because
Yeah.
of the long strider. Yeah, is that concentration as well?
It is not.
It
No.
is not. Okay, hell
That's
yeah,
why I
boy.
chose it.
Boy, fast as fuck, boy. Okay.
How many people are there?
There's 4 people total. There's one that you can immediately get to with your speed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just deciding which one to use. I think I'm gonna go with my claws.
Okay.
Final answer.
Okay. Rage as a bonus action. Get the claws out. Is
Mhm.
that correct? Okay.
Yep. Also buying my shield.
Hell yeah. Rushing in towards the guy in the front, Ragnarok gnawing at the edge of his shield. That okay. You have to strike out with a melee hit to use the
Yeah.
shield's ability. Do you
Are
need me
you
to
able?
roll?
Yeah. Are you able to ping it so it like moves over to me? I want to see if that actually works on my screen.
Do you mean like where you are? This is where you are currently.
Bam, that worked. And now I
Okay.
can see so much more.
Hell yeah! There you go, brother.
Okay, cool. Yeah, reckless attack. 3 attacks.
Okay. Do you need me to roll for you?
Oh, actually, let me see if I can. Yeah, it won't let me scroll down that far.
Okay, cool. I actually have mobile mods for the game that actually do kind of work okay for the cell phone. That we can turn on that way in case someone has to use a phone in the future. It does work a little better. I don't think it's perfect, but like it actually like you can scroll and pinch and move the screen and everything better. Okay, reckless with the claws. Okay. Um, well, it's a nat 20.
Holy
with the
shit.
claws coming out. So that's
Does that mean that my shield is also doubled?
that's 16 with it. Let me read the shield to see if that would qualify as part of it or not. I don't know. I'll open it up to the group here. It's you hit you. Okay, so you have to move towards the thing, then you hit it with a melee attack on the same turn. If you hit, the target takes an extra 46 necrotic. I think that's just extra on top of whatever happens. I don't know that that means that that is also doubled or not.
That reads to me like a smite, though.
Yeah, it kind of depends.
Hmm. Since it's only used once a day, I'll let it double it.
Oh.
Um,
Jesus
so
Christ.
I think if I hit it, yeah, it'll roll the dice for us. I'll just roll it again. Okay, so it's 19 necrotic damage, and then you then gain the 19 as temp HP.
Oh my god.
Which is
Nice,
yeah,
dude.
pretty fucking dirty with that. It's doing the weird thing where it's like not adding the stuff correctly on it. If I hit 19 up there, does it? Okay, I'll figure it out. Okay, this boy, okay, needs to take the 19 necrotic, and then took the 16 as well. Okay, first attack. Okay. Second.
That's got my +2 damage in there too as well, right?
It did not. I will add that onto it
Good
as
God.
well. I'll roll again for the advantage. Mine auto rolls it if I'm doing it.
Must be nice.
Okay, you definitely. That's because for you guys, it's so that way you can add in all your like, am I at advantage, disadvantage, and
Yeah.
everything. Okay, you definitely hit the boy for another 9 slashing onto him, plus another 2 for 11. That's two. That's your multi attack, and then you get an extra claw attack, right?
Yeah, third claw attack.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll roll once more. Okay, hits again for another 11. Oh boy. Yeah. This rock looks fucked up. This rock looks hella fucked up. Okay, super cool. That's your movement, your bonus action. Okay, you are right there, my friend.
Okay.
Incredible. Cal.
All right. Cal twists a couple rings around on his hand and sort of blows through it and makes a motion as if he was pitching that out across the river or stream here. And I will be casting Fairy Fire.
Incredible. Okay. The one at the top is 80 foot up, so will be out of range of the cube, but the I don't know if you can arrange it to hit the other 3.
I don't think so.
I'm just looking at it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll get the 2 essentially.
Okay.
Okay, cool. What's this guy? Oh, well, he succeeded his thing anyway. Okay, the other 2 fail at the bottom. They are fairy fired.
Great. And I will also what else am I doing? I am running behind this tree, and as I do, I will yell out to Junior, Junior, fly in with Krios, help him out, and then get the hell out of there. And I'm just instructing Junior to give Krios the help action on whatever target Krios goes to attack.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there he is. I had to find him.
Mm-hmm. And that is it for me.
That is you. Okay. Okay. One of the fairy fired boys. Yeah. Okay. There are, 2 very big threats on the field. What is it that they are going to do? Okay, this one for sure. What's their speed again? Speed to 30. Cool. They rush up towards you, Rainier. Actually, yeah, they're just gonna go all the way up, full speed towards you. They rush up to you, Rainier, and right before they get in front of you, you see they just move their hands towards you, their little rocky crystalline hands, and you feel a sensation tugging on you. Can you make a strength or dexterity saving throw, your choice?
Strength or dexterity? My strength is slightly.
This for
okay,
Rainier.
Rainier. Never mind.
Rainier, yeah. Okay. Its hands stretch out towards you. You feel a pulling on you, and everyone watches as Rainier is like a child's doll tossed into the air, and I mean high into the air. Rainier, you get tossed upward 100 feet into the air and free fall down.
What?
I got. Let's see. I got a reaction for this.
Okay. Do you have a fairy fire reaction or something like that?
I have. I got slow fall
Feather fall.
or feather fall.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. That's what I meant. Feather fall. Yeah. They fly up
So-
100. They are falling. I think is it 60 feet the range
It's
for it?
60 feet. I just have to decide who's going to get it. It's just going to have to be everybody besides Ragnarok.
It's only Rainier. Rainier's the only person this is happening to.
I know. Or, yeah, I guess it has to be up to 5 falling creatures within range.
Yeah, the qualifying feature is you have to be falling.
Yeah. So you can affect Rainier and save them.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Okay.
So,
Rainier plummeting fast back towards the ground. How do
Like a bottle.
you get him?
I essentially like roll a bottle underneath Rainier as Rainier is falling down, and it shatters with like a high pitched whistling sound and blows up and just spouts.
I love it. Riding an alternative pressure of air, you slowly descend down, and your feet touch the ground. And this thing like looks at you. You can see its head like turns to the side, the eyes bright as it doesn't even understand what just happened. It looks at you and says, "You should have broken."
You should have been smarter.
That is its turn. Merv.
As my action, I'm gonna drink my own. I'm gonna finally Merv's gonna get to taste it, the Big Britches brew, for himself. I don't actually know how to take it. Oh, yeah, I do. Apply active effects. So that's my action. I'm going to give Chorby with a bonus action and tell him to give me the help action in case I start getting tugged up, like to try to drag me to the side for a deck save or something. Just Chorby puts like 2 hands on my shoulder and gets ready to tug me backwards.
Okay, hell yeah.
That's the turn.
Does just because like I'm so unfamiliar with the help action. Can the help action help with saving throws?
Maybe not. I don't think so, actually. Let's assume no.
Advantage on the next ability check before the
attack
start of
roll.
the next turn.
So it'd have to be like an acrobatics check, yeah.
Yeah,
Never mind
check
then.
on it. Yeah. That I was just curious because I'm like, I don't know that it helps with that, but I wasn't certain. Do you want Chorby to do something different in that regard?
No, that's fine.
Okay, all right, very cool. Okay, man up top here. This boy launches himself off the like. You can see the guy at the top just kind of like crouches down for a moment and then launches like a fucking grasshopper across the sky and lands. For clarity's sake, Cal, your pseudo dragon, how high in the air are they?
20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. In that case, they won't land. Right there. Cool. He fucking flies in the air like a grasshopper, slams in the ground like a meteor. This boy here. Cool. Can I get Kriaz and Ember to make a strength or dexterity saving throw? DC is 15. Hell yes. You are not knocked prone, but you're gonna take 7 bludgeoning damage. It is non-magical. It's not a weapon attack though, so I don't know if your armor cares about that kind of stuff.
It should still reduce it, right?
Bludgeoning,
Non-magical.
piercing, slashing. From non-magical.
From
I know.
non-magical weapons. is what
Weapons,
you're
yeah, this is not a weapon. Yeah, so no reduction on it.
Oh, well, this
Um,
one just says non-magical attacks.
Yeah, but it's the same thing that
Okay.
Ember has. Yeah, it probably just truncated the language on it.
And I'll double check it in the book, but either way, it's not a weapon or an attack. So
Okay.
Cool. That is its turn as it rockets in
non-magical attacks.
non-magical attacks. Okay, yeah, not considered an attack based on the feature. Okay, cool. Your pseudo dragon is busy helping Kriaz, right?
Yeah, the instructions are to fly into whatever Kriaz is attacking so that it can give the help action.
Okay. Ember.
Ember will
God, every time I click on your token, I just see your blasted out vision, Ted. I'm so sorry.
I'm zoomed in enough that I basically see the edges are somewhat darker, and when everything else is just washed out in color.
Yeah, I don't even know what's happening with your token.
There is going to be a why is that? Okay, we'll just find it on this sheet. Flames will begin to roll all down Ember to the ground, where they will begin to spread out around her in a giant area. I am casting. What is going on here? I am casting Spirit Guardians. Oh wow. Okay, I won't.
Your Guardians, hell yeah.
That's an action, so I don't think I'm going to move. And I don't think I have a bonus action. Yep, that'll be it for me.
Okay.
Unless I can. No, you know what? I'm good standing right where I am.
Okay, very good. The other fairy fired guy. Okay, excellent. Is there a range on all this stuff? Yeah, no, that's like huge, and that's huge as well. Okay. Hell yeah. This guy makes a flank to the other side of Briaz. Okay, cool. The other side of Kriaz, you see it sweeps its hand, um, sweeps its hand towards Ragnarok. Ragnarok, we're gonna make a dexterity or strength saving throw. Yeah, it's your choice.
Strength, and I'm pretty
Needs to
sure I
make a
can do
wisdom
that.
saving throw, by the way.
Oh, it's moved into your zone.
Yeah. 15 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
Yeah. I have an aura thing. I just haven't turned it on. So we can look into adding that at a later point. Oh, cool. Hell yeah. You resist the effect. And I don't believe anything happens because of that. Hell yeah. You feel yourself being pulled upwards, and you manage to like grab hold of a fucking root in the ground and not get yanked up towards the sky. And then it makes a wisdom saving throw. 15? Not good enough. Let's see some spiritual guardian damage.
I've never actually used this spell before.
Are
that
you
I can
good,
remember.
or are you good or neutral? Is it
It is
radiant
definitely
or-
going to be radiant damage. Meh.
Okay, 9 radiant. Amazing. Okay, Krios.
Oh, lovely. Oh, there's a little buddy. Target this dude, and let me see here. Let me see here. I will use my bonus action for Daunting Roar. Make sure this dude's actually within. Oh, he's 15. Never mind. I will take that back real quick. Sorry. Inventory. Since I was holding the great sword when I got down the mountain, I'll use the great sword on Isvarabo and proceed to hack off one of its arm. Well, to stab through one of its joints.
Sure. Just so you're aware, the guy here is glowing and giving you advantage on your attacks. The guy next to you is not glowing. If that affects your decision, just so you're aware of the conditions.
You should
Okay,
get
okay.
advantage on your first attack because you're getting the help action from Junior.
Very true.
Great. That works out perfect, actually. So I will use this on old boy.
And
Yo.
Sean, as a
Wow.
result of that, can you move Junior up right next to that
The
target?
dude?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Huge, amazing damage. Okay.
Superiority dice.
And then after that, I will take a like a jumping leap backwards to this guy. Since I have mobile, I don't provoke opportunity attacks,
Very good.
Neat.
and I will swing onto Anahedon
Okay.
and just go for like a cross midsection slash.
Big hit.
And then I will take that and then dash over to Ember. Well, to use the rest of my movement to move next to Ember and hold my position there.
Okay. Incredible. Curse Boy. Speed is 0, but they still take actions. Yaranir?
Correct.
Okay. Incredible. Um, incredible. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Rainier, can you roll a D2 for me or flip a coin? One is you, the other is Ragnarok.
Which one is this?
This is the boy down here
He needs to make a wisdom save as well.
in your zone. Okay, very good. Fails.
You want me to re-roll or just use the same 9?
We can use it. I mean, if you, aren't you supposed to re-roll?
I don't know. I've seen it done both ways. That's why.
Yeah, yeah, you can re-roll.
Okay.
I mean, I'll leave it to you. What you can choose.
Too late. I'm rolling.
Okay, we're rolling. Hey,
Ooh.
good thing you rolled, boy. Okay. Incredible. Okay. Ragnarok, we're making a deck save or strength save. Your choice.
Sorry, one sec. My browser from time to time randomly reloads. It's super fun.
Yeah, that is okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I will spend an inspiration point. Sorry, one sec. How did I? On the advantage. Oops, I didn't mean to advance that.
That's
Either
all
way.
right. We'll
Yep, I'm
open
going.
in 6 on the die for the first roll. Okay. Okay. You feel yourself being pulled, and you all watch Ragnarok as well, launched 100 feet up into the sky, and then begins free falling downwards. Merv, do you got any reactions? Since I know you have the spell.
I probably gotta let Ragnarok drop.
It's cool. I got a ton of temp hit points right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to wait for somebody who might legitimately die outright from it.
And you're raging as well, and it's bludgeoning damage. So yeah, you of all people are probably going to just walk away from this with barely a scratch.
All right.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh gosh.
45 bludgeoning damage, reduced because of your rage. So that's what, 22?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. 22, and then you have 19 temp HP as well.
That rules.
Yeah, it does. I love being a barbarian.
All right. You took like 3 actual damage from that.
These
And here's
these
the best
creatures have hurled 2 of us into the sky, and we've landed like on our fucking feet.
Incredible.
Now I can shift because before I was like, I can't shift, I'll lose all my 10 hit points, but now there's no problem.
Oh.
No, there's no problem, man. Okay, and I think your curse. They still make saves at the end of their turn. Is that correct?
Yes, they can make another strength save.
Okay, strength save. 15.
My DC is 10 plus 3 plus 2, 15.
15. Okay, so that succeeds on their curse.
Mhm.
They were able to move, but that's the end of their turn, so they can't actually move on this turn. Let me go back. Okay, it's you though, Rag. Not Rag, Rainier.
I'll level my crossbow at the one that had thrown me, and I say, "You sure this is a fight you want to lose?" And we'll roll at this guy.
Shatters across their crystalline body.
Is this a fairy fired one?
It is a fairy fired one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That means that would be the 26 for that
The
attack.
first attack, yeah, for the 26.
Yeah, the one
The
right.
fairy fire, do they make saves on their turns against fairy
No.
fire? Or it's just if
No.
Cal loses
Yeah.
Colin. Okay.
So as long as Cal runs for his life.
Okay, first attack, easy.
And at advantage.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
That poor man. Rock thing.
Okay, incredible.
That's gonna be it for my turn.
It responds to you in common and says, "I will grind you into dust." Ragnarok.
Ragnarok will stand up and just laugh, and then swipe some more. Reckless attack.
Okay, hell yeah.
Those I do usually roll.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, rolling. We're definitely hitting on the first one. Yeah, definitely hitting on the first one. Okay, that's you. I have selected. I don't want to injure you. Okay, second attack misses.
Oh wow.
Third attack hits. Your claws break this thing to pieces.
All right, cool. And then he'll just like lift his head up towards the sky and just start bringing his teeth out as he's shifting. I'll go to the one next to Rainier, and then I'll bite that one.
Okay, incredible.
Just nomming everything.
Form of
Jump on his back and bite.
longtooth fangs.
And you have advantage on that.
I am reckless anyway, but
Oh,
no, it won't have to be.
Well, when you declare it at the beginning of the turn, then you are reckless at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay, you definitely hit for 12 damage on that boy. Okay. Incredible. Excellent.
And that's it.
Okay, Cal.
You hear Cal call out. Junior, I'm sorry, I didn't think this all the way through. Just stab that thing and get the fuck out of there. And I will cast Mind Sliver on the thing. Did not. I'm casting it on this guy. I forgot to
that guy there?
select it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Intelligence save. Your DC is
15.
yeah, you roll 17. He succeeds.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay. This boy here. Okay. Doesn't like what's happening to its life. Okay. Rainier, can you make a strength or dexterity saving throw? Okay. As it raises an arm towards you, you don't feel a pressure pulling up, but instead a pressure pushing down. Like gravity is crushing you into the ground, and you're able to you go down to one knee and are able to push back and resist against it and stand up. It looks around.
You gotta cut it out.
It yeah, okay. You can see it like raises its hands, and the edges of them are sharp. It's raising them in like a defensive kind of manner. It is still fairy fired. Okay, Murph.
These good things have a lot of health. Okay, bonus action. I'm going to have Chorby fly out. I'm going to give, let's say, Krios advantage on his attack against this one here. Actually, that one over there is fairy fired, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so he'd have advantage on that one. I'll give Ember advantage on the one right next to her.
All right.
The Chorby will just be like throwing smoke bubbles. With my action, I'm putting up at the wall in front of myself. Take the shield, slam the shield into the ground, 20 feet, like fucking segment just directly in front of me.
If you use the shield like an item, it will then prompt you to do you want to use a charge and draw the line? And then I believe you can use your mouse middle wheel to rotate the line. Yeah, it'll say here in the chat place measure template and that sort of thing.
Dink.
Dink.
As Merv tippy toes up, you just see the glasses over the corner of the to just keep an eye on everything and make sure you can see.
Oh my god. So the little
Playing the long game.
Yeah, the little holes in it. Incredible. Okay, this boy's turn. Looks like sees the wall. Sees the wall come out. Gets the wisdom save. Fails.
Its movement is halved.
Movement
Speed
is
is
half. 11.
Speed is halved, yeah.
Speed is half. Yeah. Okay. Ember, it looks at you like it's clear this thing is emanating out of you, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There
it looks
are waves of flame rolling off of Ember and just dancing along the ground.
Yeah, so I'll need you, Ember, to make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Strength or dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, DC's 15.
I have a better strength save. Neither are good. Well,
All right.
This is an up or a down?
This is an up.
Okay.
So tosses Ember. Ember,
Yep.
you are like a rocket, just suddenly in the sky.
Through the fucking hole, a bunch of tumble gas comes floating out, all purple and shit. Yeah, that's my reaction.
Okay, using the reaction,
Mhm.
a bunch
And
of
it smells
gas
hot.
catches you, Ember, and you're able to descend softly, not impacting the ground, not prone. And this thing looks back at you as the fire just pouring into this place again. It makes a move to remaneuver itself, so it is leaving actually only your threatened space because well, I guess the pseudo dragon is. Well, doesn't the pseudo dragon need your instruction to attack, Cal?
I gave it instructions to attack.
To attack it? Okay.
Yep.
Um, would that doesn't
I don't-
it
I
make
don't kn-
sense that it would use its like if you told it to attack that it would make an opportunity attack against it?
I mean, I think it makes sense. I don't think its rules is written.
I think it makes
Because-
sense in the
Okay.
in our current context, in the year of our Lord, in the current
Okay,
context.
I got you.
Okay, so I'll allow the pseudo dragon and Ember to both make op attacks at it.
I do not have a weapon out because I have been casting spells with somatic components, and I have my shield, and I do not have the Warcaster.
I see. Okay, very good. So it's just the pseudo dragon. Okay,
Wow.
that's a hit.
That's not how that's supposed to work. Actually, it's a DC 15 Constitution save.
Doesn't the
Yeah,
sting do? It does damage though.
it
Oh,
does.
no,
but
wait. Now it's a DC 15 Constitution save. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, but I was like, the sting do damage though. For
it
sure.
does. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Con save. Oh boy, is this when we see it happen? Failed by 5.
For real?
Is it
What?
immune? Is it immune to these things though? Is it a?
It is not.
Very well not.
You find very quickly it is
Oh.
not immune to this
Oh
condition.
my god!
Oh my god.
What?
The pseudo dragon pierces in. It begins to like take one step forward, and you can see it just collapses with a thud into the ground, seemingly asleep.
Tell spirit guardians, yeah.
I could end concentration on Spirit Guardians now, but that
I don't know.
doesn't seem worth it.
I mean, you already rolled the damage for it, so it's asleep until
It's
It'll be asleep until its next turn, technically, right?
And you could move
I
so
could.
it stay asleep.
and it's
Yeah.
and it's prone, so
And it's prone for all attacks and whatnot.
Well, yeah, I could
Um,
also just beat on it, I guess.
Yeah.
There's options.
Okay.
Junior's just going 30 feet up in the air, and that's his turn.
Okay, going up 30.
Chorby
feet.
salutes Junior.
And
You
dare I say MVP?
Yeah, hell yeah. You should be able to actually all of you should be able to right click your tokens and like you should see a little cogwheel and like get into your like fucking token settings. I did that because Rainier, you have different light sources now. So I enabled
Yeah.
permissions to allow you all to like. There's a lot of stuff in here. You're free to look through all the stuff it does. But if you click under light, that's what's giving like light, like permanent light eminence. So you like, I can only click the little torch icon and then like give like basic light. If you want to swap between your light, I'm like, I need you to start doing that because it's too much work for me. Yeah, so you can also there's a in the upper left of your, if you right click your tokens, that's where you can enter in your elevation. So people know, like we can now see the pseudo dragon is 30 feet plus. That means 30 feet up.
Nice.
Okay, cool. That thing is knocked the fuck out. Ember.
All right. As Ember's feet touch the ground, she is flipping off the now unconscious thing next to her.
And then I will just hammer my shield with my fist, and I am gonna toll the dead this one, and I think I can actually target. Click.
Then I think you do other damage formula.
I don't actually have that option. I have normal and critical hit.
Oh.
I cannot
in
edit
the
formula, so
in the chat, you should see 2 buttons: damage and other formula.
we will find out in a second. Oh,
Oh.
yep, other formula. You're right. Okay. Doesn't
actually-
matter. He succeeded on the save.
Okay, succeeds on the save. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Do I want to move? I'm gonna hope that Kriaz just steps over and murks this unconscious thing on the ground.
Yep.
So as a bonus action, I will go ahead and I'll pull the hammer off my belt. I will throw it at this dude, and it will float around in the air. I will cast a spiritual weapon,
Hell yeah, boy.
which is under utilities, spiritual weapon.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
Aha!
Roll again because you have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That is only a 15.
Oh, still only a 15.
Yeah, I rolled a 14 and a 15. Doing
Yeah.
good.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's go.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
please.
saving throw. That is a failure for you for it.
So, my spiritual weapon has decided to roll the 3d8 for
Hell,
13 damage.
Interesting.
Hell yeah! Excellent.
I had the spiritual weapon selected.
Yeah. It happens to me when I have like your guys' token selected, and I'm typing in as well. Okay. Boy, things have turned on them. How smart are they? Kind of smart.
They seem
Okay.
fairly smart.
Yeah, kind of smart. Sees it's not great, but is unsure specifically what to do. Okay, I know what he's gonna do. Okay, sees the eminence coming from you. Wants to be away from that. He's heading to flank the little guy behind the wall before he moves over to there. Cal, can you make a strength or dexterity saving throw?
Does he have his full movement?
Oh, he's
He
in the
should be-
zone. Yeah.
should be
You know,
half
thank
inside of the
you. Yeah,
zone.
he's in
gonna
the
be
The
zone.
moment he leaves the zone, that effect ends. So
He might just lose some movement on the way.
Let me oh god.
It's one of those where it's like not the full, but he is in difficult terrain for a square or two.
Yeah.
Damn, Ember gone too. Tragic.
Yeah, hold on. Oh god, that looks terrible on you, Ember. I'm just putting a thing that we can see for it. Well, I know I know from your token, I know if we move 5, 10, 15, he's in the zone. The light aura doesn't want to portray that, but we all
Mhm.
know
It's
that's
like 2
correct.
squares.
Yeah, we know it's correct. This damn world. Yeah, I'll look at putting the aura mod on here and see if it works. If it does, then it should actually make a.
And just to be clear, I'm making the save regardless of what its movement is.
Yeah,
figuring that
regardless
out?
of its movement.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your saves for. Because he's half speed. It's half speed. He's moving out of the thing.
He's basically going to have difficult terrain for 2 squares. So it's like double movement for a square.
Double. Yeah, it's double
two.
movement, not half speed, right? It's difficult terrain.
The effect
half, but-
specifically says their speed is halved while in the area.
while in
Yeah.
the area. Okay.
That's why I'm saying once he steps out, it's not
Mhm.
affecting him anymore, and he will get his full I'm assuming
Yeah.
30.
Would it
back.
then be he's 10 feet to step out if he's in the
Yeah.
edge square of it, right?
It is not, because
Yeah.
it's not the
Oh.
terrain that is difficult. It's just his speed becomes half. So his speed, if it's normally 30, becomes 15. He steps out
Yeah.
of the area, that effect goes away. It's
In-
it's not as good as being difficult terrain.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Ted, I'm gonna trust your expertise in that regard.
That's the way I read it. There is no expertise here.
I trust
Those
your
are the
years
words
of
in the spell
expertise.
description.
Okay, it gingerly avoids the flames emanating from you. And Cal, you feel yourself being pulled into the air, but are able to grab hold of a branch on the tree and not get pulled up. That is its go. Krios.
Oh, well, I mean, he's flying, so I'll stand under him. And this rocky boy laying on the ground, I'm just gonna like stare over him and just shake my head and just like, damn, that's tragic. And I will just start swinging against the back of his head with the greatsword.
Yeah, you have advantage, and any hit you make is a crit. Okay, you hit. It is a critical hit against it.
Oh,
Uh,
and
20.
one more.
Okay, one more. You will have advantage. Correct me if I'm wrong. He wakes up from this, right? He's just unconscious.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
does the
getting stabbed wakes him up.
Yeah. I didn't know if the poison was like better than that, but it's still incredibly good. Okay, he is awake, so you have advantage, but it won't be a crit unless you crit.
Nice. And
Okay.
then normal.
Yeah, just
And-
fucking sliced through his crystal body.
Nice. I throw up two fingers. I'm like, all right, bye. And then I'm running to this boy. And I will action surge.
Oh no.
And where's that at? There it is. Use it. Once. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it just says damage. It was confusing me.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
it's just you just say your action surging.
And on the dash, like on while I'm running straight there, I'm cleaving from the left to the right,
Okay.
just to try to just straight for the head. And
You'd have
he's under
advantage.
fairy.
Yeah, he's fairy fired, yeah. Okay,
And then
big hit.
one more.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Damn.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Damn.
Nice.
Okay, incredible turn. Incredible
And
turn.
last thing, when you hit with a weapon attack, yada yada
Yep.
yada, I will use goading attack
Uh-huh.
on this one.
Okay. All right.
Battle Master!
Yeah, Battle Master doubles all the dice.
And
So yeah,
Then-
roll.
Yeah, roll
superiority dice
your superiority die.
twice.
dot, gotta find them. There they are.
That's the power of the ones that you can
So
decide once they
one's
hit.
normal. And do I roll the second one with the crit?
Were you using goading attack on both hits? Was that your intention?
Oh, I'll use on the last one then. So that one should have been
I
rolled.
mean,
with the
he can
crit.
decide after he hits.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. That's why, like, you can
Yeah.
choose if you wanted to use. If you have the dice to use the maneuvers, you can keep doing it, right?
You can only use
Um,
one dice per attack, like attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So do
then-
you want to use it on both attacks or just this critical?
I'll use it on both. Why not?
Okay, cool. Um,
So
And
you'd get
where's it at?
2d8 on the second one and 1d8.
yeah, 2d8 exactly.
Crit. I don't know what that one just rolled. So let's just roll. There we go.
If you
Oh my god.
Jeez. Christ.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh my
And then I will vault over him to land here to guard Merv.
Okay, first wisdom saving throw. Second wisdom. Okay, fails on the second one. He is Gotad.
And then just for protection for Merv, I just haven't used it in a while. I will use Daunting Roar.
Okay.
And he
Bonus
fails.
action?
So now
Yeah.
he can't move
Wait.
towards me.
Okay. He is frightened and has to attack
Jesus
you.
Christ.
Oh.
But he can't move towards me. So
Yeah, he can't move towards
Yeah.
you, and that's disadvantage if he's not attacking other people other than you. Okay, yeah. That thing is he's
And,
in a bad
disadvantage
way.
against Kriaz for being frightened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's disadvantage against all other targets and disadvantage against Krios. Oh my god. Okay, I've got this.
Rainier.
Yeah, this guy right in front of me.
Mhm.
Oh, is he verified too? I don't
He is
remember.
verified. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll roll that again.
Yeah, because Cal didn't fly, so there was no risk of losing.
Thank God.
fuck him up.
Mhm.
Right. Okay, and one more. Oh.
Mhm.
I'm going to boost that D10 to. Well, okay, it'll be the same. The 11. You know,
Okay, hell yeah.
sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, incredible. It's very badly injured. A lot of cracks on that crystal.
All right, last chance. And that's my turn.
Okay, Ragnarok.
Yeah, my page is loading one sec. But my hope is to grapple him, so I'm gonna need that roll from him.
You want to grapple?
Yep, I want to grapple.
Okay, all right. Rolling with advantage for you. Okay, it's a 25 for the grapple. It rolled a nat 1 for an 8. It is grappled. That's one of your attacks.
I am going to use my movement to pull him into the Spirit Guardian
Into Spirit
Bruh.
Guardians. Okay.
and say, "Let's
Ember,
see how
I'm
you do with Sayo."
Okay, excellent. Oh, sorry. How far in do you want to take them?
Not next to Ember, but
Just in
within
it.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
just within.
Cool.
Do
Making
you
sure
want
And get a
to
little further
pivot?
away from each other.
You want to pivot a little bit so that it's further in without, like, if you pivot him one square up on the map, he'll have farther to get out if he breaks your grapple.
I love that idea.
Honestly, I don't see him surviving this. He moved into it, right?
He was already in it.
Wait.
He's extra in it.
Oh, he was.
Wait,
The light aura is not exactly correct for the 15.
And then I will attack twice with claws, once with bite, as I'm still holding on to it.
Okay.
Just metal as fuck.
Claw definitely hits. You're recklessing, I'm assuming.
No, he's an advantage. He's a fairy fired, so I already have advantage.
Oh, he's fairy fired. Okay, yeah. Then the first attack. 27 obviously hits. Or 13. Okay. And then a bite.
Yep.
Nom him.
Okay, let's see if a crit occurs. Okay, definitely hit. You tear a gigantic chunk out of this rock body, and its body just goes limp in your grapple, and its eyes go dim. It is fully dead.
Yes.
And then, did I get the temp HP from shifting?
You did.
Okay, cool. It's just so tiny on my screen.
It's so tiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And Can I make it to the other guy?
You only moved. Well, you moved like half, so that's 10. You can get to here with them. Well,
Okay,
actually,
cool.
no. You're long striding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome
Okay,
to
cool.
Adari.
And then I will end my turn there.
Okay. How?
Hey, asshole. I don't fly unless I want to. And I will send a couple glitter bombs.
Hell yeah. He is very
Actually,
fired.
I sort of screwed that up. Let me do that again. Not so good.
All right. First volley misses.
Yeah.
Impacts hard.
Junior, get over here. That's my turn.
Okay, incredible. That blast, a huge chunk of its shoulder just is rocketed and cracks off of it. It actually like puts one hand onto the shield wall just to steady itself. Merv.
Yeah, I'll take one step up, aim a fucking firebolt at it. It's not a firebolt, we gotta stay on brand. A bog bubble bolt. I don't know if it'll add the D4, but it should.
It should when you do the damage roll, not on it.
If it does the damage right, where it's gonna add a. Okay.
Okay. You blast fire into it, cracks ripple across its form as a portion of its head is just melted and blows off, collapses down heavy, impacting the earth. They're not finding this meeting place. As you all stand triumphant over the Anahedons and whatever the fuck they were searching for.
We got samples. This is huge. They're not. Are they? Are they
Fucking
dissipating?
work, everyone.
They are not dissipating.
Oh fuck yeah! All these ones are staying.
Everybody okay? Nobody seriously hurt?
It took a bit of a tumble, but I'm okay.
Look at these fucking things.
Yeah, I'm looking at this one right here.
And their body didn't even go away this time. We get the whole thing. Oh, it's made out of like fucking rock and metal and shit. Look at this.
Yeah, I mean, I can do an autopsy on one later. I mean, we know cause of death, but like,
Merv is like holding the headless one's arm up and like waggling it around, trying to see like how the joints bend like an action figure.
As you move their joints, you hear the grinding of crystal on crystal. No metal in their body. It's all these strange crystalline forms. And each of them, the eyes are completely dim, so their face just looks like another chunk of rock.
Are their eyes like a jewel? Like
No, like they're
No.
you don't see any lights or anything. It just looks
Ah.
now like they're whatever they're counted as a head for them is just another piece of that crystal.
Mhm.
I will try to like I will pull out the smith's tools and try to kind of break them apart a bit. See if I can. Like, I'm assuming these are solid crystal creatures that, like, it's not like these just look crystal. If I try to, like, cut one open, it's not going to work. I can shatter the body, but that's it.
You
Is that
can.
correct?
I mean, you could, with the right tool, you could cut it open, but it is not flesh. It is very apparent once you start making like small breaks or cracks with a hammer. Like these are what they were: animated, crystalline humanoids.
If you give me an hour, I can make a jewel something for this. Will that help?
Oh no, I was just trying to see like how they worked, what their insides were, but the inside is more crystal.
Yeah, but we're taking the crystal, right? Like, look at it.
I mean, I guess if you want, I don't know
I
that
do-
this
I
is
really want.
necessarily worth anything, but we can certainly.
I
will pick
mean,
up my hand. I will.
look how fucking tough it is. It's like
I mean,
He,
it
like,
might just
bangs
be
it.
something as simple as a golem, which just means that the material is worth what the material's worth. It's not going to be anything more than that.
I mean, but that's still like pretty good material, though.
I
I
agree.
definitely think if we're gonna take them back with us, we should break them apart
Oh,
because,
for sure, yeah.
yeah, I don't think we
Get-
want them in vaguely
No.
people form.
No, you get them into chunks. I can get them inside the bag.
These are very heavy. Their their size, their density. One of them will fit in your bag before it hits its weight limit when one of them goes in.
Okay.
One of the bodies in total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they're dense rock.
Cool. Can I like break around looking for like? It's gonna sound stupid, like a power source in there or something. Again, Merv's got construct on the brain, and these do just look like a construct, but like made out of crystal.
Yeah, yeah, you can make. I mean, you have tools and time now,
Yeah.
right? Um, you make some breaks into them. That you don't see like there's no interior crystal with a power source that like all the golems have some kind of thing like that in town, right? That's the design Fettelwerk knows, so that's how they've all been constructed. There's nothing like that. You also in this time, you can now make a ancient arcana check. Now that you have time to
Yeah.
kind of fool around a little bit with it.
Are there any
It-
like fluids
I
in it?
assist.
Yeah,
Or make
anybody
my
can.
own.
Yeah, anybody can assist or make their own. Since everybody's skilled in the thing, you can, all figure out what you can figure out.
I'm just going to roll an Arcana check because it'd be the same check.
Sure.
Well, Merv continues the ancient arcana streak. It's gonna end at some point.
yo, big brain. Right?
Oh wow!
Jesus.
And an arcana.
I'm probably gonna nat one this.
Oh,
No,
Not bad.
no. Yeah, no, you're all pretty good.
Rainier,
That's-
join
that's-
me.
Dude, I'm good at these things.
Yeah,
Like,
join me up here.
I just haven't been doing the rolls.
on Olympus.
Mervyn Rainier on Olympus. No fluids inside these things.
Mhm.
Ancient Arcana reveals as knowledge, information kind of flitters into your mind, having dealt and dissected these a little bit more. These are creatures known as anahedons. They like they are from here, but they're also like you have a base knowledge that they're also elsewhere, but they are also from here. So like you get the knowledge you gain is dimensioning them away, like banishing them doesn't work because they do exist here.
Mhm.
No fluids or anything. They are monstrosities, not construct.
Oh.
They are how they are powered. No one knows. Like Nat 20 doesn't get you that because it is unknown information throughout time in the universe. These creatures just are, in the way that like a primordial entity is not like can be powered by energy, but like what does that even mean? Like that's the same thing. It doesn't have a soul. It just exists and is alive now. They everything they've said to you is accurate. They all search for their entire purpose of their race is to find what they refer to as the meeting of all things. Their obtuseness in their description of it is purposeful in that is like they don't know. They will know when they know, but they do not know. And all they do is search. Wherever they are, they search nonstop for it. They are aggressive entities. And if they anybody who speaks anything of the meeting place and is not truthful or insults it or in some way that they deem as an insult, they become highly aggressive about it. They also typically don't like negotiating or talking to anybody. They just do what it is that they do. They were not created by anyone or anything. They just exist. Rainier on the Arcana, you pick out. I mean, honestly, you pick out a lot of the same information right there.
I mean, I rolled. I'm rolling an ancient Arcana check.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
It was just the same stat.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you get the same information. These beings, they are native and also not from this world at the same time. Very odd beings, but they very clearly, with your nat 20, like it is not a coincidence that the timing of this occurred when the monolith awoke, right?
Right.
Yeah, not a coincidence at all. And those entities you found that kind of were warning you of like the monolith is a beacon in the darkness and is awakening things. These creatures didn't come here, they were already here and were awoken from it.
Yeah, that's what I suspected.
Yeah.
They were not. You said they were not made by any one being, right?
Yeah, they're not like they weren't like created by a thing.
So their religion of the meeting of all things, that's a cultural phenomenon for them. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Or
Interesting.
something weirder. Like they just are like if it's not culture, they just arrive looking for that thing.
That's what I was
apparate.
asking, was like if it is a culture thing.
Yeah. You also find because of your nat 20 additional additional information that you just had. When these things appear, they seem to quite literally fall out of the sky
Oh my god.
Oh.
Jesus.
and begin their search. They don't seem to they don't really seem to have like families or young. They just are like all the same size and shape and age, so to speak, right? And from its answers, you could tell that like time wasn't really a thing they concerned themselves with.
They referred to a vault. Cross-referencing our checks with vault. Because
They were just they called the thing that they were digging currently a vault. I think they think any place that they are excavating could be the vault where the meeting of all things will be until proven wrong.
Yeah. Here is where the giant hole in the cliff face is that they have excavated quite deep within, and they indicated there was like a vault in there.
So there could be some other ancient arcana thing in there.
Maybe, yeah.
Worth, I guess, maybe sending Junior in.
Junior, let's have a look.
I'll go in there. Into a tunnel? Hell yeah! Splash.
Yeah,
splash,
that's
splash,
not that
splash.
bad. Yeah,
Uh,
was this water safe to cross?
Yes. Yeah.
About to find out.
Yeah. It
Oh.
goes. It goes like to Ember. It goes up to like your chest about, but like you're fucking beelining through. It's not gonna stop.
while they go, I'm gonna break up one into pieces and ask Ragnarok to like help me get it into the bag because he said we can only take like one corpse. But then I am gonna like
yeah.
crack the faceplate off of the other three, or the like the melted remains of the, the one, and take back to the villagers basically as proof.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
Roll the rest of the bodies probably into the creek. Ragnarok's gonna have to help. They're heavy as fuck.
I got it.
Yeah, easy. Are you sending the pseudo dragon along with Ember, Cal?
I am.
Okay, cool. Pseudo dragon flies. I mean, the opening I said is like again like 25 feet diameter. Like they've bored a giant hole into the cliff here. Cool, Ember. You step in. They have no tools, but like clearly their beings, like their hands, are built for this work. Digging, excavating. Very good dig work, clean lines, the structure is sound. It's almost a perfect circle that they have created here.
God, I need to get some of these things and find a way to make them not kill people and get them digging over and. Fuck, I was about to say Miletus, but that's wrong.
in Miletus.
Miletus is from Theros from yesterday. What fucking city
Maras.
is it?
Maras, yeah. They sound very similar. That's an easy mistake. That's an easy mistake.
I'll draw my all-purpose tool and just say, "Tell me where to dig, Ember Prime."
You continue stepping inward. It goes in surprisingly farther than you thought it would. It's about 30 feet in, and there's still like, it's like sloping rubble as they're working their way from the top, pulling it out and whatnot. You have, Ember, you have your vision, and then Rainier, your light is still on your.
I got
crossbow.
lights aplenty. I got a lantern.
So this place is, illuminated. You see at the top of this mound, it still needs to be excavated, but you can see the clear sign of metal, Ember. And this is not raw mineral vein. This is a purposeful, constructed object that you can see the very top of that appears to be set within this cliff face and still is yet to be excavated out.
What?
I think right here they found something.
All right, I'll set out my lantern and start to chip away what like pieces of earth that I can, so we can reveal more.
Yeah. Spend a little bit of time. You all outside are able to, deal with the remains, pack it up in the bag. Cal, you can see through the pseudo dragon what it is that they're doing. Anybody else who wants to join in will speed the excavation process. In the next hour of excavating, you reveal about another quarter of this. I'd say actually half of it, with everyone working together. And it's difficult to explain. It is a circular metallic, like it's not a fallout vault, but it is a circular metallic entry point. It is very as you're excavating, it's becoming clear like this is an entryway to something here. And as you're revealing more and you bring your lights up to look, there are intricate scrawling glyphs built into the surface of the stone, and you begin to make out that on the outside ring of it, it is speaking of the elements of the earth, of creation, what creates life on this, like what creates life on this planet. And it speaks specifically and repeatedly about the spark of life, the flame of life.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow. This is a lot.
What is it written in?
It's just like arcane glyph. It's not even language, but like
okay.
your abilities to piece together like, okay, this one looks like this is like this here. You're like piecing an old kind of story together. Um, it what you gather is that story is an indication of how to enter, but not what is within.
I'm, I'm going in. I have to go in.
I'm coming.
I think you're the only one that will really kind of understand this.
That's why I'm coming.
Even in Miris, there are no temples to Moradin. Most dwarves don't follow him anymore. They follow Lathander, the Dawn Lord, or whatever the title is. Back when we used to live underground, we never saw the sun. The Dawn Lord couldn't reach us. Moradin gave us life, but now we live above ground. It takes there's not a lot of dwarves who still worry about that, but like my mom, she's hardcore. She locked herself in a mine when I was being born. Went in alone, closed it down. I have to go in here.
Gives you a very like deeply sympathetic smile. I'll be here. I'm coming.
Another hour, excavation is complete. And you see this large 20-foot diameter vault opening, sealed. It is metallic, it is sealed. How is it you would like to proceed, Ember Prime?
Hmm. And there's no obvious handles or anything like that.
No handles, no
Just
keyholes.
making,
Yeah.
um
Seems obvious.
what does?
Just kind of looks her up and down. It's asking for spark of life, isn't it?
Well, these things were supposed to open it, so well, they were going to find it and presumably open it. I will actually spend a spell slot just to detect magic real quick.
Yeah, sure. You don't detect active magic on this.
Okay.
Chosen a
Um,
Moradin, I don't think you need to do anything specific. I think this might just be something you get to do.
I guess we'll find out. This door is perfectly smooth. Is there even a seam that I can try to put fingers on and pull the door open?
No.
Okay.
There's
not think
clearly.
so.
I was gonna say there's clearly like there's like an outside bevel, and then this like just smooth surface, but like all the etchings and everything around the outside and on on the surface. There's clearly like a center point to that whole circle, right? But there's no like lines, openings, that sort of thing. Just uh, the story of the spark of creation, the fire of life.
Hmm. Right, into 11. We got this. I will burning hands the door. Step back,
That's what I want
everybody.
to see.
This is gonna
That's
get.
what I wanted to fucking see.
All right, hands in front, flames gout, expand.
For that. I was using the ability on my sheet to make sure he was marked off.
Hell yeah. Flames extend, flash through the cave. Um, you see the door respond to this. The etchings and markings from the very center of the door. It's like it takes the fire, pushes it into all these intricate runes and markings you've been looking at, and is just lighting them up. It is even more complex geometry than you thought originally, as all these things are alighting. And what was seamless begins to split, and like a star, maybe a more present metaphor would be like the cuts of a pizza in that regard. The disc opens, opening from the center and then opening outward, each kind of slice pulling back and revealing a entryway to travel into the vault itself. And you can see very dim lighting beginning to flicker and activate in the ceiling and the walls and the floor, giving a very dim preview of a long walkway that's curving downwards. That's where we're in session.